Welcome to our Generation 5 introduction stream, guys. Episode 1. Let me just get the game playing in the background so you can see the intro animations. Joined today with by AJ and Kakuna from PvP Poke. So this is going to be an interesting stream. Yeah. So we have AJ representing the general Pokemon Go PvP audience who doesn't really know much about Generation 5. And then the real expert here is is Kakuna himself, who's been already doing a little bit of simulations in the background on his websites with the Gen 5 Pokemons.
Yeah, we're gonna get an interesting peek at some potential future stuff.
Yeah. I kind of still have the stream labeled under the Pokemon Go channels instead of Black and White, because I feel like our audience is more interested in the Pokemon Go side of things. What do you guys think about that? That's probably okay, yeah?
Yeah, I'd say that's probably good.
Cool, and I think we're live because I do see a few people joining us. Balls of Steel saying that they love Black and White as well.
Balls of Steel.
Balls of Steels.
Awesome. Well, I don't know if I like Black and White yet, so I guess we're about to find out.
Happy birthday, Go Stadium, says Jimma Banks. Is it our birthday?
Oh, wow.
How is it our birthday?
Is it really?
No, it's they're all saying happy birthday to each other on Twitter.
Is that a thing that's happening
Has
online
it
right
been
now?
a year?
No, it hasn't.
No, it's not even close.
It's not even close. Jimma constantly,
Time is
this
flying.
a meme?
I think it's
taking us
actually.
back.
I think it's actually Gemma and Pokemon Master Holly's birthday. Actual birthday.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure.
Wait, if it's your birthday, Jimma, then happy birthday
Wait,
to
happy
you.
birthday. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Gemma.
Yeah.
Happy
That's pretty
birthday,
cool.
Gemma.
Oh no, it's not.
No, definitely it is his birthday.
It
I heard
is
it.
now. It is now, I have to say.
Honda doesn't lie. Well, guys, it's been like 7 months. Yeah, exactly. It started in like January.
Got a late half birthday.
Are we gonna have AG commentary for Pokemon Go Black and White as well? Probably not necessary to read through everything, right? I'm going
What do
to,
you mean?
You know, the
Oh, hi there.
Are we actually?
Oh, this is great. We do need to get a poll going to see what your starter's going to be.
Well, I'm not sure if that's the first question. I guess the first question should be, what's our gender?
Oh, there you go.
What is our gender?
Oh dang!
Oh,
I'm
dear.
running out of real estate for my
We're not
stuff.
gonna get through like the first town if we're polling on what's our gender. We live in strange times, you guys. Don't assume our gender, says Jimma Banks. I
Okay,
agree.
There you go. There you go. I'm really running out of real estate. There you go. I'll get the poll up and running though. We could do that for the starter Pokemon.
Yeah.
Get that started. There we go.
What is that like is that a normal type?
The Pokemon down in the
The squirrel?
it's not
That
even the
little
starter actually. It is normal type indeed. It's very interesting how they don't have. Like, usually they put one of the starters here, but no, that's actually
That's like
Minccino,
a-
I think.
Knockoff Pikachu.
No, there's an
With
actual knockoff
weird
Pikachu,
age.
I think, right? Every generation
Is
has a
there
knockoff
really?
Pikachu. But I don't remember if Gen
What?
5 has one. Yeah, you know, your Pachirisus, your
Oh, I guess Minun and
Minun and
yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
every single
Yeah, you're
generation has
kinda
it.
right.
You know, Gen 6 is Emolga, but I'm now blanking on if Gen 5 has one.
What's in Molga? Is that the flying electric
Flying
one?
electric one, yeah. It's actually a
Gen-
pretty, yeah.
Isn't Gen 5 Dedenne? Or is that a later gen?
Oh, Gen 6 is the Dene, then Emolga is Gen 5 then. I'm sorry. So
Oh, okay. Yeah.
never mind. Ignore me. Male or female? We should have a poll for this. Oh, Nat.
Let's go weird. Let's get
friend Nat is
weird.
here.
Let's
Let's
go
go weird.
girl.
That's,
Let's go, girl.
Let's just get
we-
weird.
I
guys.
think so too. What's weird about being a girl? That's fine. We just have to think of name.
I
now.
said, well, because we're all guys, so let's get weird.
Ah, what's the name?
I mean, last time I checked.
Last time I checked.
What's our name, chat?
What's our name? Do you even PvP?
Yes,
Battler.
absolutely.
Do you?
Is there a hashtag on
Even.
this?
Oh no, we could do Battler. We could do Battler because it's a Battler.
Oh, I can only do you even? Or you can read it as, you know, a fancy French name, Duvon. So what's the call here? Battlers or Duvon?
Definitely battlers, 100%.
Oh man, I wanted to go with
Duvon is
Duvin.
Duvon.
Duvin.
Duvin.
Never forget Duvin, guys.
Happy birthday, Gemma Banks.
It's not even battlers, it's just battlers.
He's congratulating himself.
Happy
for his
birthday, Gemma. So
Just another
battler?
year of Gemma Banks being Gemma Banks.
Man, Duvon. Are you guys sure we're going with battler? Kakuna, what do you think?
Oh goodness. I don't know. Duvon was just so.
It was pretty cool, wasn't it?
There was some magic there.
There was some magic there.
Yeah,
You know
it
what?
could be.
I think
let's do
I think it's Duvon.
All right, 2 versus 1, 3 versus 1.
Yeah. I love it.
I'm just gonna say for the record that I don't agree.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, should I have made it all caps? Too late. It's all gonna be all caps now. Constantly people are shouting our name. Duvon!
It's better that way.
And look at the polls for the starter Pokemon so far. Remember to vote for 1 for Snivy, 2 for Tepig, and 3 for Oshawott.
So I don't know much about the starters, but what I do know is that Snivy is like the kind of like a bulky grass type,
Yeah.
Yep.
and so like I think that's where the chat's coming from, and
Mhm.
I am excited. I want to see Snivy in action because if he's like a bulky grass type, maybe finally Meganium gets some competition.
Absolutely. I think Chad is definitely voting right here.
What's his typing other than grass once he's fully evolved?
It's
It
pure
remains
grass.
pure grass forever.
Yep.
So that's
Pure
Snivy
grass,
there.
right? Does he have a mega or no?
Gen 5 did not get any megas.
Oh, well.
So that's
Pokemon White version. Wow. These houses are so...
the first thing I have to do once we finish this
Far
like
removed.
cutscene is to increase the speed text. The text of the speed of the text of the speed. Yeah. 'Cause it's taking too
Duvin.
slow. Duvin. Duvin.
Where's Bianca? Duvin. Get up here.
Oh man, the music. Let me know if the music for the game is too loud or too soft, guys, because I love Gen 5's music.
They're always shouting Duvin in my head.
Because it's all in caps. What can you do?
They're not saying They're not saying like whatever you guys were saying Duvon. They're saying Duvin.
Can I just go down without taking a Pokemon? Okay, no, that's not.
Duvin, let's wreck this room up. Come on.
We're not actually going to battle in here, are we? So, Professor Juniper, which if I recall correctly was the first ever female professor in the game, in the series. So here we go. Snivy, which is our
Nada-
current lead. Yeah,
Nada Pat Rat is saying that they can't really hear the music. So
you can't
maybe-
really hear the music. And Nana
Bring it
Parrot is
up a
actually a
notch.
friend of mine, so that's awesome. Let me pull it up. How about this?
Okay, so poll
This is a lot
says
much higher, huh?
58% for Snivy. We have, I'm seeing 13 votes. And 23% for Tepig.
Kieng says apparently the grass one is good for PvP. That's exactly what AJ was saying.
And
But that's as
3
much-
for Oshawott. So I want to see these. I know we're probably going to choose the grass type, but I want to just like see them.
So that's
This one looks like a lizard.
This is a lizard?
thing with like a flipper or like some kind of snake with legs.
Oh,
And this is like a pig
I
with
thought
a
we were talking
thong.
about
I thought he
Tepig
was
for a
talking about
second.
Tepig too.
No, I have like a slight delay. So like the Tepig is obviously a pig, but he's got like a little pig thong on. Right?
Thong?
That's what.
No, that's like a
All right, underwear. Whatever.
wrestler uniform thing. Spoiler to what
calling
it
it a
evolves
thong.
to. And then Oshawott.
And Oshawott, once he shows up on screen for me. Now, what is that? Come on, you guys.
This
Is that like
this
a
is an otter?
like the pre-evolution of the Klondike bar polar bear?
This is why
What
we have
is that?
AJ on for these kind of streams, because
That does not make any sense. It's got freckles. Look, it's got freckles, you guys.
Hey, it stores a weapon on its chest. It's
That's
pretty
what
legit.
gives it the character.
What a clam? That's what it has on its chest. I'm seeing.
How
That's
dare
the
you?
weapon?
That is a razor shell.
Yeah.
Okay, now that we're done trashing these, I think we can follow the wisdom of the chat.
The
and
chat is going for
pick-
Snivy, unfortunately. A lot of people
pick
are saying Oshawott is the answer to your
Unfortunate.
prayers. Final evolution for Oshawott looks better. But I think we have to follow chat, guys. So it's gonna be Snivy.
Oh, I was a Snivy fan all along.
I did run Snivy for my first playthrough as well. So
All
Guess we're
right,
going-
Snivy.
I'm Team Oshawott all the way, but we'll go with chat.
What are we calling this guy?
we can't
know
nickname it
why
yet,
I'm
I think. I think there's a time where we get to nickname it later on. But
Oh,
this battle,
okay.
I think we're gonna do some battles here.
if you guys have any suggestions for nicknames for our newly found Snivy, go ahead and say them in the chat, and I'll just kind of keep track, and I'll ignore the ones I don't like.
Duvin.
PvP. Dude, Duvin.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, the
Dude,
music
let's
is
battle.
so good. Let me end the poll real quick.
Okay, so we get to fight Bianca in the bedroom.
Indeed.
This is
Unfortunately,
strange
the
at all.
Mutkid, we tried, but the text, there's a limit to the text that you can put for the nickname, the character name. So she's just gonna be Duvin now.
Alright, so Bianca's very smart. She chose the water type mon to battle our Snivy.
Yeah, I think this is the first generation where we saw multiple, quote-unquote rivals. So she... Wait, did we just die? Wait, this is actually a possibility?
Looks
Wait.
like Bianca was making some 200 IQ plays there.
We just
Wow,
lost.
Snivy.
We just
You
lost
should
to
have went Team
Oshawott.
Oshawott. I'm telling you.
So you're telling me that we probably have a really bad IV Snivy then? Because how is this even possible? We just lost. A grass type just
Oh.
lost.
Is this the first time in history of main series where you lose the first time?
I've never seen this. Is this even possible?
It's Duvin's fault.
Duvin, do you... This is not off to a
King
good
said you
start,
should have
guys.
used the shield.
Oh my god, and then
This
they
is-
ruined the room. Look at this. This is nonsense.
Wow.
So we lose the battle. Now I gotta pick this all up.
Yeah. Bianca, you better clean this up for us.
Is that like a mini game? Pick
Wait,
up
now we have
this.
to fight against the fire type.
Oh, I bet we win that.
We just lost
So
to
are we-
the water type.
But he's fainted, so he's got to go to the Pokemon Center, and we can't get there yet because we can't go through grass.
You know that's
So
true
we
because
lose.
Sharon just said that he gave potions to our Snivy because that's assuming that our Snivy didn't faint. I was about to say, should we do a Nuzlocke run? But if we do a Nuzlocke run, we literally start with 0 Pokemon.
All right, Duvin, let's see what you got. I'm assuming he's picking the other one. He's picking the
Yeah, so
Thong Pig?
Thong Pig. Apparently that's the nickname now.
Alright,
Maybe I'm
Snivy
not
versus
playing this
Thong
right. I
Pig.
need to start using Lear myself.
Oh my god, don't use Lear.
I think we got a really bad IV Snivy, guys.
Well, bad IVs are good for PvP.
Not
Yeah,
sure.
I think
that's
you're gonna
how-
lose. I think you're gonna lose again.
I think we might have a critical hit right there to save ourselves.
Oh man,
Lucky.
your defense fell.
That is hilarious, though. What a way to start the run. Losing to an Oshawott.
Even King is upset with us.
Swipe all the circles. Jim is saying learn your typings, but typings doesn't matter anymore. Water type just beat a grass type.
I guess it's just using. I wasn't even looking at the moves. It's just scratch, right? So
Yeah.
who cares?
Yeah.
It's just neutral.
Everyone's
Neutral
just
versus
using
neutral.
Alright, I need to change the settings immediately. The text is going too
Alright,
slow.
Duvin, this is what the bubbles are saying. Duvin, we just had a discussion. You're a loser. You cannot play in any gyms. You need to transfer. You're Snivy, give it back.
Yeah. Well, this is a good story, I guess. Starting off with a defeat like that, and then hopefully going on to
Got it.
win
Chip on your
something.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a massive chip.
So we have
Like a
Snivy
gaping
now,
hole.
and the final evolution form is called Superior. Kakuna, what have you
Yeah.
been seeing about Superior's, chances of competing as the monograss type in PvP?
Yeah, absolutely. So Superior could be a superior grass option when it comes along.
You had to
I had to. I couldn't resist. So its closest counterpart is going to be Meganium, right? Both semi-bulky, pretty bulky, pure grass types. And actually, Superior outbulks Meganium by a little.
No way.
So it's
Outbulks on the
almost,
defensive point or the HP side?
got slightly higher defense,
Interesting.
and HP is pretty close.
Whoa, what are those?
What are what? Oh, those flying little things. Those are our Woobats,
Those
I think.
cloud bats?
Yeah, those are Woobats. So
What is that? Is it ghost type?
It is psychic flying, actually. So we have competition for
wow.
Xatu now. Spark is asking, what is this? Gen 5 got dropped in Pokemon Go, yo. Did you miss the memo?
But so Superior, it has some really interesting move choices. Fast move wise, it could learn Vine Whip. It could learn Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail was really
Dragon
fun to use in the main series games.
Hey, Ports, could you pull up Meganium
Sure.
side by side with
Yeah,
Superior?
that's a good point. Let's pull Meganium.
Kakuna, I'm really interested in what other moves.
Yes.
So Dragon Tail, what else?
Yeah, so Dragon Tail or Vine Whip are probably the two top fast move candidates. And then you're looking at some really interesting charge moves. So it could get Leaf Blade. Vine Whip plus Leaf Blade, I don't think we've seen on a Pokemon before, have we? So that would be
Wow,
crazy.
that's ridiculous. Vine Whip
Um,
plus Leaf Blade.
Yeah. Frenzy Plant, of
Ooh.
course.
Is that Sceptile doesn't have Vine Whip, is that right?
It doesn't. You're right.
Yeah,
At
I
least
think
not in
Conda's.
Pokemon.
I was thinking about
remember.
what nickname to go for Snivy, but since our name is Duvin, then Snivy has to be Pivbro. Pivbro.
Yeah, so not a whole lot of good suggestions from chat.
Yeah, I don't think anyone
Only
gave-
PvP,
Yeah.
only PvP, bro.
Sebishin, this is Pokemon Go Gen 5 just dropped on us, yo.
So some
Sit
other
back.
moves you're looking at.
Sebican, we're doing a Gen 5 run, and we're analyzing it based on PvP. So Kakuna and Quartz are experts here, and I'm the ignorant follower, just representing people that don't know
Quote
anything
unquote
about Gen 5.
expert. Wait, emulator? No, this is totally not an emulator. We have a DS plugged into my capture card thingy. Don't worry about it, guys. It's fine.
So what other good moves does Superior have?
Can we just go with the PvP Bro name and just move on? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess we have to.
Boom. Duven and PvP Bro. So this is perfect. And then go ahead, Kakuna.
So Leaf Blade, Frenzy Plant, and there's some really interesting potential coverage moves as well. Aqua Tail.
Wait, hold on.
Aerial Ace. Superior.
Superior knows Aqua Tail?
It could.
It could.
Potentially.
That'd be amazing.
So for movesets, Niantic tries to stay close to what Pokemon learned in the main series game. So we can kind of look at, best case scenario, what could Superior get in Pokemon Go. We obviously won't know what moves it'll get until it gets put into the game, but we can make some guesses.
Speculate, yeah, for sure.
So Aqua Tail is a potential move, and as we go through, oh, it sure would. And as we go through Gen 5, there's a lot of really interesting coverage potential.
A lot of new type combinations coming in Gen 5, which I think is one of the more exciting parts, because movesets is one way that a Pokemon can be good in PvP, but different type combinations where you flip the resistances and type advantages around really makes things more interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have a question about Superior. Is there any other mon that loses legs upon evolving?
Wow. I've never even thought about
I think I've ever seen that before.
Question.
I mean, Graveler loses limbs, right? Because he's got those extra 2 arms that he doesn't use.
Right. From 4 to 2.
Because, Dragonair gains legs. Anyway, I just noticed that.
I mean, I guess you could count the bugs, Caterpie and Weedle and Wurmple.
That is true.
Yeah, but then they fully evolve into Beedrill and Butterfree.
But they still have less limbs than they started with.
So people are...
It's true.
AJ, people are asking us to make a playthrough of Gen 5 in Spanish, probably in reference to your Spanish commentary yesterday, which is very impressive.
Ooh, if you guys want one in Spanish, we're gonna have to do it, right? Yeah, that'll be interesting. If someone wants to partner up and do something in Spanish, let's talk offline. Right now, we're doing it in English. Not only am I ignorant about Gen 5, I think doing it in Spanish is just gonna compound that. So.
Exposed.
What are we battling here? Pat Rat. It looks more like a gopher.
Do it in French, Pat Rat says. Yeah, those are both normal types, and I didn't even have control of that battle or catching. The professor was just showcasing us how to catch a Pokemon, because Duven has never caught a Pokemon before.
Duven lost her first ever battle.
Exactly.
It's not a good way to start.
It's not a good way to start, but...
You don't start a tournament losing. Normally doesn't end. Mr. Sevitian, yo también. Mi primer idioma es español igual que el inglés.
Oh, there we go. A Pat Rat.
Pat Rat. So they leave you. They say, I don't wanna be associated with you.
Pokeballs already? Oh, nice.
You need to get good. Hashtag get good.
Get good. Are we gonna catch a Pat Rat?
Well, let's just take this one down, level up.
I mean, we do need to get good. This one is level 4. Oh wow, it doesn't even die there.
Is Patrat any good?
Oh, let me pull up Patrat's stats real quick.
Stats?
It's not great.
No.
What about what does it evolve into? Is it kind of like a Linoon kind of situation?
Kind of, exactly. So the thing is, with normal types, you do have a wide range of I can't even remember the evolution's name right now. Actually, what is it called? Watchhog.
Yeah. It evolves into an angrier, more stalkery version of itself.
And it's going to patrol to make sure the kids cross, the street safely.
This one's kind of cute, I guess, right? He's got like these big red eyes, but he's standing up. Oh my god, I don't like his evolution though.
Yeah. So the thing is, like,
side.
what do you think of, you can't really beat Gen 4's normal type Pokemon, right? It's literally Bidoof the god. So, from Bidoof to this.
Alright, you guys, this is an unpopular opinion. I hate Bidoof. I hate it. I don't like it.
Bidoof is the god almighty.
I don't get that meme. It's stupid. Bidoof is stupid. I just want to kick it in the face. Cody Miles, Patrat was my first ever shiny. He stayed in his box because he's. I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting that sentence to finish like that. Okay. Another Patrat.
Okay, if it survives
like
another one. Yeah. We might die again.
A lot of Patrats.
Okay, if I throw a Pokeball and I don't catch it, Snivy dies. So should I risk trying to throw a Pokeball here?
I think you should take it down.
Alright.
Buddy. Okay, good.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go heal up now because PvP
Yeah, Snivy is not really performing.
We probably have a really bad IV. Oh cool, Vine Whip, there we go. Now we can start doing some stat
Hey.
damage.
Start gaining some energy.
There we go, another new Pokemon. Let's bring that up on the spreadsheet. So, the thing about Gen 5 is, it's basically a whole new generation where you don't have any other, the previous Pokemons in here, so they have to create a lot of new ones, including multiple normal types in your first route. So, Lillipup is actually a 3-stage normal type. I forgot what the middle one evolves, is called, but I know the final form is Stoutland, which doesn't have too bad stats, to be honest.
Yeah, it could maybe do some
should I run?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna use
What do you mean it doesn't have too bad stats? It's like kind of even. It's like very kind of mediocre stats, it seems. Right?
I'm not exactly sure where that it compare to.
Pack, I'd say. Yeah.
To like
Compare that to Vigoroth.
Ooh, I think that's a pretty tough call.
That's
Yeah, maybe if you talk about like Linoon or something, it's probably around there.
Well, Vigoroth is attack weighted, right? It's very frail.
Now I'm curious.
I bet you
Vigoroth is
these
a little
stats.
bulkier, I think. I want to say. Stoutland does learn some very interesting moves, though. It's got all the elemental fangs, potentially Shadow Ball, Charm.
So HeartCorex is saying, is this Digimon? I know none of the Gen 5 Pokemons, and that's why we're doing this stream in the first place. So, yeah, we know Gen 5 should be coming soon in Pokemon Go. This is kind of an intro, first episode to it. Alright.
Yeah, I think that previous Pokemon's special move is just barking at people when its owners are holding it. Just looks like a Yorkshire.
Oh wow, I forgot we even have this feature. Video conference calling. Do any of the Gen 5 normals learn counter? Ooh, that's a question that we can check with Kakuna. What do you think?
Great question. Let's check that out.
To be honest, when I checked, it seemed like Throw, the more attack weighted fighting type.
Oh
is the
yeah,
one that's
we'll
going to get it.
definitely talk about throw. It looks interesting. I don't think throw learns counter.
Oh, is this throw or is this sock? Sock learns it then.
Okay. Sock is more attack weighted.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part, right? Because you kind of want someone to compare to to Medicham in the bulkiness, but still having counter. All right,
Yeah.
I get it. I'm gonna heal my Pokemon.
I think. Let's see.
Not socks, but like like the punching sock, I think, or sock and kicking.
Sock dirty to me.
Yeah. Sock is the only Gen 5 Pokemon that learns counter.
Yeah, I think that was what I remember seeing. Which is unfortunate because counter users are almost like a straight, walk into the PvP meta.
Right.
Wait, he's the only Gen 5 Mon period,
That
or
will
just the
learn
only?
The only
Period,
Gen 5
yeah.
period.
Oh wow,
So
like
Gen
not
5
even just normal types, just
Mhm.
general.
Mhm.
We'll just have one fighting Pokemon in the form of Sock that's going to have it. So,
There are some other interesting fighting types to talk about, though.
they really
Okay.
should create a different type of fighting move that's usable because Karate Chop and Low Kick just isn't good enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I think we're about to see a performance by Team Plasma, which is like the antagonist.
Are there any just like brand new moves, like new fighting moves?
Yeah.
might-
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a very high energy gain fighting move, or like
Oh man, that would be
a
nice.
razor leaf, like a razor leaf style.
Well, they still have a lot of moves from the previous games that haven't been added to the Pokemon Go yet. So I'm sure that if they wanted to, they could. Counter being the premier fighting move is so random. It is very true because like in the main series games, counter is just based on how much damage you've taken, right?
Yeah, there's got to be like a reason other than just random.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no, there doesn't have to be a reason.
it doesn't. Same thing with Charm, because I don't think Charm does any damage in regular Pokemon games, but then Charm becomes the most hard-hitting fairy move we've ever seen.
Well, it's the only.
So
That's
talk about
fairy move.
funny names. This character's name is literally just N.
N.
Yep, just N.
So the game is called Black and White, and one of the characters is called N.
Where are you going with this?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just saying.
Oh, cool. We have a
This
new
is,
Pokemon to bring up. So Purloin. So who would you say? I mean, we currently only have one viable pure Dark type in the form of Umbreon. And then this Purloin evolves into. Shoot, what's the name?
Leopard.
Leopard. Yeah.
This guy looks like the Perugly one.
Well,
What's the
kind of.
What's the guy before Perugly?
No. Dang.
Glameow.
Glameow. And Glameow looks pretty
Yeah.
cute, but then Purugly is not so cute.
What's this guy's typing? Just dark? He's
Just
pure,
pure
dark.
dark. Pure dark.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I don't think I've trained enough to beat this Purloin without. I think I'm gonna die here. Oh no. PvP, bro. This is not looking too hot.
Yeah. Your attack fell as if you needed that.
I know, right? I should go catch some
Something-
Pokemons.
Yeah.
You were saying, Kakuna?
Something else to know about Gen 5 and Gen 4 too is they have what's called the physical special split.
Ooh, wait, do they not have that in Gen 3?
Nope.
Wow.
So previously in generations 1, 2, and 3, attacks were either a physical attack or a special attack depending on the type.
On the moves. Oh, on the type. I see.
Yeah, so like
Right,
all
right.
fire attacks were special attacks, and all.
That's like a huge difference between Ghost and Dark, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then in Gen 4 and Gen 5 and onward, that changes up. So Vine Whip, for example, I believe is a physical grass move. And then
Yeah, so the question now is, people are saying that Liepard's stats do not look good in PvP at all.
no, no, they don't look too hot.
So the question now here is, what do you think it got any good movesets to make up for it, or is Liepard just going to be unusable? Actually, even if with a good moveset, that stat just does not look good for it. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause there's a lot of great dark types out there already, so
I think
yeah,
Umbreon is like literally the top dog around.
yeah. Well, there is another dark type we could be coming to that is just almost as bulky in Gen
As
5.
Umbreon?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, not
Is
pure
he
dark
like,
though, right?
Legendary or
Not
something?
pure dark.
Not pure
yeah.
dark. Yeah, so this one I do know who it is. And we'll get to it pretty soon, I think, right? Yeah. But, and wait, it's really late in the game though.
Yeah.
I think we can just say the name for it. You know, as a pre-clue. It's gonna be Mandibuzz. Is that the one you're thinking of as well?
That is the one I was thinking of.
Mandibuzz has some pretty legit stats, and it's gonna be dark flying. So at the moment, like Honchkrow and Murkrow are the only dark flyers, I think. They aren't very good. But I
They're
think
very
that
glassy.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the whole dark flying archetype could be unlocked with a Mandibuzz in play. So
Yeah, that could be very interesting. And it could learn some decent moves too. So you could look at, Air Slash or Snarl for fast moves, possibly. Of course, Sky Attack, if they decide to give it Sky Attack. I'd be pretty surprised if they did that. But Dark Pulse, Brave Bird, Aerial Ace, Shadow Ball. There's some
Shadow Ball,
interesting
that would be
directions that
nice.
could go, yeah. So we'll see, but it's a dark flying type that is about as bulky as Umbreon.
alright, I think I'm gonna catch our first other Pokemon now.
Yeah. Maybe we should catch... Are there any water types coming up?
We might have a new competition for Mudboy.
No, I mean, like, within this area?
It's not this area because the first area is your Pidgeys and Rattatas basically. So they're going to be our normal types. But we'll catch this loop up just so that we don't lose as soon as we lose PvP, bro. Did you know Mandibuzz is a female-only species? I actually did not know that. That's pretty
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
Hashtag save PvP, bro.
Hashtag Dovin.
Do we want to nickname this little doggy?
Yorkie? I don't know.
I guess it's gonna be Yorkie. Not sure how to spell Yorkie, but I'll try. Speaking of York, if anyone doesn't know beforehand, Generation 5 Unova is based on New York City. Yeah, that's the... No, not bathwater for our first water type.
Yeah, we're saving... Bathwater is a gold mine, you guys. Bathwater goes for the one that we won't...
Quartz.
I guess you
it's
don't...
IE.
Did I spell that wrong? Oops. I guess it's gonna be...
we just get... I saw that. We just get to roast him for
We have the best...
not
We
spelling.
have the best nicknames.
English isn't Quartz's first language. Oh, wait.
Shoot. No, I've got more than one first languages. Seismitoad,
Ooh.
but it looks horrible. And the thing is, you'll see this with a lot of Pokemon in Gen 5. A little bit of a knockoff of the first gen, a water toad thingy. It's kind of just like Poliwrath. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going, to be honest.
But Seismitoad does look interesting as far as movesets go.
Movesets, I see.
Because it's a mud boy that can learn fighting moves.
But that's kind of like,
potentially.
oh no, you're right, because Seismitoad doesn't, Poliwrath is not a mud boy.
Yeah, not
Ah,
technically.
not
Although, yeah, they're pretty similar.
Excuse me,
yeah.
old lady.
But definitely some interesting coverage potential.
Does Lillipup get pickup? That's actually a superb question, because we should start our game like a pro and have pickup ability.
Farm some items.
How do I even look at the Vital Spirit? Dang it. Am I gonna have to keep catching Lillipups?
Oh, it can learn pickup. Yeah.
It can?
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know, pickup is basically an ability where you just walk around and the Pokemon will randomly pick up items for you, including a chance of getting, you know, nuggets, rare candies. Oh, getting a call here.
Razzie YouTuber is asking if there's any news on the return charge move purified Pokemon learn. I'm not really sure what that means.
So
is that
that's
with the new
supposed to be,
update about
yeah, it's
purified?
supposed to be with the you know, Shadow Pokemon thing. I didn't know that we got any more news about Shadow Pokemon.
Yeah, I haven't seen any stats
Tweets?
or anything. But I think what we know from some data mining is when you purify a Pokemon,
We can run.
it should learn Return as an exclusive move.
Interesting.
Um,
Just pure normal types, huh?
yeah.
Return will be normal type, huh?
Yep.
Do you think abilities will come to Pokemon Go? Oh, it's a tough one. They shouldn't be the same as in the main series games, I don't think. They, you know, if they do want to make it, it should be customized and optimized for Pokemon Go. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's that would be a really cool thing to add to the game. Like pickup, for example, if you walk, you know,
Ooh, pickup
kilometer
does
with
sound
your
like
buddy,
a good one.
get a random item or something. Yeah.
Sleep. How would
Maybe-
sleep and prowess?
Maybe that's interesting. If abilities affected mostly like outside of the game,
Mhm.
like outside of PvP.
The thing
I
is,
don't know.
there are abilities that do affect PvP. So the question now is, do you want those in as well, or do you want them to stay away? You know, because there are some people who just say, you know, if you want to deal with the main series mechanics, just play the main series games, right? There is a unique playstyle in Pokemon Go PvP, which people kind of don't want it to be. You know, just transform to the same as the main series. So I don't know.
Let's get a poll going and see what people would think, because yeah,
It's an
because
interesting
I
one.
mean, you have Pokemon that can come in with like intimidate ability and lower attack
That is-
immediately.
yeah. For me, I think there's so much, you know, workspace that they can incorporate, including like healing moves. You know, where you do damage with a charge move and then heal a certain amount back. I think like Mega Drain and Draining Kiss, a few other moves, are already in the game files, but no Pokemon can currently learn them. So it seems like something they could do. So let me do a poll real quick. Abilities in Pokemon Go. I think the first option we'll do is yes, but only PvE effects. Yes, even in PvP, and just straight up no. Let's do it.
Just imagine Haunter with Levitate.
My goodness. Ground type moves immune. And right now it's super effective against it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's actually, see, that's the thing, right? Pokemon has these abilities. And your type advantages and all that you've kind of got used to, but then you take them away and some Pokemons just don't. They're not the same anymore. Do we have a nickname for Patrat? I'll spell it correctly this time.
How about...
Was it a male or a female?
It's female.
Oh, name it Patty.
Patty? Okay.
Yeah.
And is it IE or Y this time?
I mean, let's
It's
go Y. I
IE.
mean, you already have Yorkie. Let's.
IE. Definitely IE.
Oh, we're gonna do IE on this one. We didn't do it on Yorkie. Okay.
There we go.
Gotta compensate.
Ooh, this is a very interesting poll that's going on. We do have a pretty good split on whether people want it to be in the PvP or not.
I'd like to see abilities in some way, but like, I think it also could potentially be so complicated and like easily break. Like the balance is very delicate.
Yeah,
I feel.
I agree.
That's true.
It has to be, like I said, it has to be suited for the main series. I mean, the PvP games, and it can't just be a copy for the main series games.
You misspelled it, Quartz. You should have said Paddy, like P-A-D-D.
P-A-D-D-I-E, Paddy.
Yeah, like Paddy.
That's, yeah.
I was thinking like a hamburger patty.
And that's why we didn't go with the Y.
Mr. Sebitan is asking if we'll continue the playthrough in the future streams.
This is so fun,
He
legit.
says,
Dang,
yeah.
That's exactly the reaction we want to hear from people, because we weren't sure exactly how people would take this stream, because it's kind of completely different than Pokemon Go, what we've been doing with the PvP stuff. But if you guys are interested, we'll definitely keep this as a series and get the hype for Gen 5 going. Oh my goodness, guys, look at what King just voted.
Interesting.
King just voted
love
for
to hear
yes,
King's
even
ideas.
in PvP, for the abilities.
I'm feeling negative. I'm feeling like the contrarian in the group.
Whoa, he's going straight no.
Even though I probably disagree with my own opinion if you ask me tomorrow.
I feel like I need to heal my Pokemon. I might be going down
I
soon.
feel like this is a recurring pattern with PvP, bro.
I voted too because I think even if they did it, I don't know that they would be able to do everything. So I think it would have to be restricted to some point, modified for Pogo. So, and I think always more complexity is better for competition.
The thing is, I'm not sure how people are familiar with type effectiveness as is, but can you imagine, right? Because in your head, you think poison type is weak to ground types, and then all of a sudden, the example that we had earlier with Haunter straight up becomes immune,
Although,
with the ability.
Haunter is not the best example because most of Haunter counters are relying on confusion damage and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
And in the main series games, there's usually a prompt mid-battle that kind of explains, they have levitate. It's immune.
And if you have the abilities like in the main series games, like Levitate, there's a Pokemon in Gen 5, because Electric is only weak to ground types. There's an Electric Pokemon in Gen 5 that has the ability Levitate, which means that it's literally a Pokemon with 0 weaknesses.
Isn't Magneton have Levitate?
Yes, but because Magneton is part Steel, you do still lose to the Fire typing. Whereas if you're pure... And fighting, exactly. Whereas if you're pure Electric type, the only thing you're weak against is ground. And Levitate takes it away. So, that Pokemon is Electros. Maybe we can pull that up as well. You guys can take a look. Yeah, so that's the Eel Pokemon that has basically no weaknesses when you play in the main series games. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Rafe has a good point in chat.
What did Rafe say?
Kind of like how the trading card game has custom abilities to match a trading card game set. Pogo should have custom abilities that match the Pogo
That's actually
battle
a very
system.
good point. And I think, same with the move sets, right? Not all the moves, the attacks in Pokemon Go have followed the main series games, that they could definitely create abilities that has nothing to do with the main series games and still make sense in our world, right? So
You know what's something that I want to see more than abilities? I want to see some form of what do you call them? Experience values, EVs.
yeah, I remember you've brought it up a
would
few
be
times.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like being able to use them on in battle, should progress that sort of relationship and increase the stats.
But then again, this is something a little odd that's coming from you, AJ, because you are on the side of less grinding is better, right? Because you were saying that Pokemon Go IVs and CPs should have a scaling factor, I remember. And your argument was that it shouldn't be so grindy. But an EV system would basically be the most grindy.
No. I'm
No.
not saying because the scaling thing is not because of grinding. It's because I don't want to punish people that overpowered a Mew.
Ah,
They should be able to go into the battle
okay.
with the 2500 C, whatever Mew's CP at
Okay,
max is.
I see. So that's your reason. I see.
Yeah.
Oh dang, PvP bro looks
Basically-
like it's dying again.
Oh no. In the more recent main series games, EV training has been pretty.
You have items to hold and so
much
on.
more
to make things
accessible.
Easier, right? Oh! I love how the music changes when you're on like red health, by the way.
So close.
We're down to 1 HP. 0 PP on that Vine Whip. And we're going to tackle. Nice. So passive abilities, nothing that changes the field for a bit. Abilities like Intimidate would be great in PvP. Wow, Leviathan Blue is saying that Intimidate would be a good ability in PvP. I'm not sure I feel the same way. What do you think,
it
Kakuna?
for sure would be. Like
Like, do you think it'd be
100% chance to lower your opponent's attack?
by a
That's
whole stage?
pretty significant.
That
Yeah.
seems pretty nutty. I'm not
Just
sure
by
how I feel
switching
about
in.
that though.
Maybe Arbok gets a new meta now.
Ooh. And
It's like Dragon
Gyarados.
Tail.
That's true. The thing is, abilities do open an entire worm where, you know, Pokemons that are currently not being used might have a chance to become PvP relevant. Arcanine as well.
Back on the EV topic,
Mhm.
it's kind of interesting to watch all the Ivy conversations unfold about like Wigglytuff and stuff. And it's kind of similar to how you talk about EV investment in the Maiden Series game.
Right.
So we're almost already kind of there. But if we had the ability to even just reassign IVs in some way, like that
With the
would
bottle
be-
caps.
Yeah. That would, I think, open up some more customizability.
See, my thought is like with some way in which like you using them in battle, like it fosters that sort of, you know, actually using them. You know what I mean? Like as opposed to right now, you catch one, like you catch this lily pup or whatever, and you use it maybe for like hours.
Oh no.
Oh, this is not good.
We're gonna lose to
This is
Bianca
not good.
again. This is not looking good, guys.
Bianca has CMP.
Is
guys.
rap better than tackle? Do you know?
Did you go in with a fainted? Oh my god.
No, it's not fainted. He has 1 HP.
Yeah, it is. It's fainted. It's about to be. Because it's got 0 PP on that vine. Oh my god.
Do I know how to play Pokemon, guys?
No.
Oh no! I don't have any potions either. Patty, save us!
Why are you using wrap? There.
I thought Rap does more damage, but apparently not.
No,
Oh
it
my
does-
gosh, she's using potion! What even is this? Can I run from this battle?
No. You accept defeat. You stare right in the eyes.
This
Do
is
you white out or black out in the white version?
blackout.
Apparently you blackout.
Don't worry, guys. What were we talking about again? Go continue with your conversations.
We were talking about you getting pummeled by this Bianca character twice now.
How did we lose to Bianca twice now? That's nuts.
So, at the before the stream started, Quartz was saying maybe we should do a run
And
where
Nuzlocke,
if
yeah.
any Pokemon faints, we have to let it go.
We would have had to restart like 10 times.
It's okay, now I'm stocked up on resources. And I'll ask a poll later in chat whether I'm allowed to grind some levels training off stream. Or I'm only allowed to play well while I'm on stream. Pure Lighter says I want team Go Rocket already. Yeah. Let's see it. So we don't know anything about it yet, right? Like where shadow Pokemons would spawn more, how you would like, can all Pokemons be shadow?
No, there's a specific list, but it's pretty big. It encompasses most of Generation 1, and some from the later generations also.
I see.
Yeah, very, very excited to see that when that comes out.
Is return currently a move in the game?
It is not. So we don't know stats or anything like
Because
that.
return is basically based on a friendship, right?
Yeah,
in the
in
main series
the main
games?
series, yeah.
So
in the
what
main
happens
series
if?
games,
So maybe it could be that you have to walk a Pokemon, you know, with certain kilometers to get the damage higher for return.
maybe that'd be
interesting.
interesting.
The parts where we're winning, I'm playing it, and then the parts where we're losing, AJ is doing it.
Mm-hmm. That's how it works.
Oh wait, I meant to catch that Purloin. Dang.
JR Honda. AJ wouldn't make it out of the house. Some smack right there.
So the new dual types coming. Anything that is super exciting. Grass, Fairy, Whimsicott, Dark Dragon, Zweilous, Hydreigon, Bug, Fire, Lavesta, Volcarona. Many cool ones. I'm quite excited to see a Ghost ground type, to be honest. In the form of the Golett. And it evolves into, what is it called?
Golurk.
Golurk, exactly. Is this wild? This is wild, right? I'll catch this one.
Whimsicott is definitely an exciting one to talk about too.
Whimsicott, yeah. Whimsicott's thing is, in the main series games, it's mostly because of the movesets, right?
Yeah, it has one heck of an annoying moveset. But
people use it to set up the beat-ups, am I right?
Yeah.
Like you beat up your own Pokemon and then get its attack stage up by a few stages. I remember doing that in Gen 6. That was like my thing. Running Gallade and Whimsicott. Any nicknames for Purloin?
I think
we can't
you
use
could make
bathwater
something
yet.
out of.
No bathwaters yet. No water types.
No.
We'll get there. We'll have a bathwater.
Oh, Caleb.
Name it
Caleb.
It's a boy. Name it Wolf after Dark Matter Wolf. This is a dark type.
But it's
Oh,
that's not too
Well,
long,
it becomes a dark type. Yeah.
right.
I was gonna say Caleb because he's
That is
got so many
true.
cats in his
Yeah.
videos.
Oh yeah.
That's a pretty good one.
Caleb. Yeah.
Caleb. There we go. Oh, Mr. Sebishin has to bring up good old Garbodor.
Is that the garbage one? The garbage bag mod?
Hey, don't call Pokemon's garbage.
Okay, trash.
Yeah, it is. I'm not sure I want to put it on the screen yet, but
Is it any good?
that's actually a good point. Let's actually pull it up just to see it. It's pure poison type, so are there any good pure poison types in the meta right now that we can compare with?
Muck.
Muck, yeah.
Ooh, Muck.
Yeah. Legacy Monk.
Alright, Bianca, let's finally beat you for once. Is this on an
You
emulator?
actually have to beat her now?
I have to beat her now. I'm not sure if
We're
I
gonna
can
be stuck
answer
here
that
for a while.
question pure legend. No, this is I'm using a capture card on my DS.
So we got the poll results in. Most people are in favor for option 2.
I have to say that is, I don't think that, I think it's a little bit biased a little bit towards the end because it was quite close or even closer to 1, but as soon as Kiang went with number 2, people switched over.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think it's because I voted 3.
Were you the only one? Wait, did she use a potion again?
Yeah, this is lame tactics.
Max Ponage, what cursor? I don't see any cursor. Whimsicott can learn Razor Leaf and Charm. Ooh.
Yeah, so and its typing is really unique to Grass Fairy.
But the thing is, like, there's just no good fire types in the meta, you know, and there are no good fire moves, which means, you know, there's less fear from a fairy grass type in a sense.
Poison is a concern, though.
Poison is a concern. True. Talk about Scrafty. I love that one. That's also a very good Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, fighting
that
and
one
dark.
could be really exciting.
Mm.
Let's see here. It's actually bulkier than Metachamp, and it could learn. Wait a minute. I didn't think Scrafty could learn.
We're still a couple of years away from Buzzwall Max Ponage. Buzzwall is a Ultra Beast from Generation 7, so that's still far.
Oh, Scrafty can learn Counter.
We are being hosted
egg
by Pocket Monster Max. How's it going, Max? Thanks for the host, buddy. Yeah, this is totally Pokemon Go, by the way.
This is the new update.
This is the new update. Gen 5 is here. And Max dropping us a subscription as well. What a champ. Dude, thanks so much for the support. And for everyone joining, we are just getting ready to prepare for the Gen 5 hype by doing a little bit of a black and white run. I think we're playing white right now. And yeah, talking about Pokemons that are going to be joining the Pokemon Go roster from a PvP sense. So that's exactly what we're doing here. And back to the question about you were saying that he can learn Counter?
Yeah. It can learn it as
an egg move of some sort.
An egg move, yeah.
That's incredible. I thought
from Vigoroth.
From Vigoroth. Oh wow. And in case anyone who's only played Pokemon Go and not the main series, egg moves are moves that you can get by breeding a Pokemon that knows the move that you can not normally learn as the dad, as the male side, and then the female will give you the species. So with a female family from Scrafty and a male Vigoroth with Counter, you can get a Scrafty with Counter. Yep.
Except Ditto.
Except for Ditto. Ditto will forever only know the move Transform. Why am I coming back in here again? I'm now kind of confused where we're supposed to be going. I tried to go up here. You feel sorry for anyone not called Max. You don't have any gym badges. Oh right, we're to go fight the gym leader. Never mind. Totally knew that.
Can you beat them with a level 40 Ammonite?
Beat who?
Maybe. The gym leaders.
Wait, where did we get a level 40 Ammonite?
I saw a video of someone beating the,
those
team
YouTubers
leaders in
make the funniest.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Oh, in Pokemon Go.
Level 40 Ammonite, yeah.
Oh, there's a Pokemon here that is very interesting, right? If I recall correctly, Musharna and Muna, right?
Ooh, yes.
Let's bring that up right now. So, another Pokemon that has huge, just incredible base stats. Pure Psychic type. You know, you can probably put it on the side of like Hypno maybe, as a tanky Pure Psychic type. Let me finish the poll real quick. So, apparently you guys went with even abilities for PvP. So I'm gonna hide that real quick. Musharna and Hypno side by side. Let's take a look.
Interesting how it's the similar design to Hypno, like it's still
there
like
you go, right? We're gonna see that a lot.
kind of thing.
The you know, have to do with dreaming, right? Sleeping and dreaming thing. Yeah, a lot of inspiration probably the
Yeah,
nice way
let's
to
call
put
it inspiration. Yeah. It's not plagiarism if you own it.
Yes, they own both versions of this sleeping psychic Pokemon. That's basically a tapir-looking thing. So
Dream Eater was one of my favorite moves in the game to use.
make things go to sleep and then heal up. I like that. And we also have another good Pokemon that's being brought up in chat by Salikitang. Ferrothorn could be another Bastiodon-like. Ferrothorn does have that incredible stats. Except the only problem is double weak to fire. I wonder if that.
Yeah, it's I'd say it's most comparable to Fortress right now, probably.
Yeah,
Purloin.
it's like Fortress on steroids, right?
Ah. Well, Caleb just went down.
Caleb, you disappoint us.
Guess PvP bro is just going to be the only mainstay.
Yeah, so Ferrothorn is, let's see, compared to...
Have you thought of
That's
any simulations that we might be able to run?
Absolutely, yeah. We can look at some Gen 5 Pokemon versus, the meta.
Okay. Oh, just straight up with the meta, you can use,
or-
your movesets, huh?
Yeah, or against the field, or against similar Pokemon.
Okay.
You can play around a bit.
Let's give it a go.
Let's try. Let's put Superior up against with some weird moves. Let's give it like Aqua Tail, Leaf Blade. What is the other fast move that you wanted to?
Yeah, could learn Dragon Tail, could learn Leaf Blade,
Fine Whip?
Frenzy Blade. Yeah,
So what you guys are
Fine
seeing
Whip,
now on
but Leaf
screen
Blade will
is
be
a
broken,
version
though.
of PV Poke that Kakuna has not released, I guess, but that includes the Gen 5 Pokemons in the simulations. So that's something he's been working on, and I mean, there's no real reason for you to put it out yet without any movesets confirmed, right? But I'm sure
Yeah.
once that, we have information on that, you're ready to go, aren't you?
Yeah, it'll be a bit of work. We'll have to wait for a new Game Master file. For now, just kind of speculating, tinkering, and seeing what could look good.
And that's like one of the coolest thing of having you on for our streams, because we get to listen in on, future content on PvP, one of the best resources around.
Oh,
Is that a
thank you.
Pseudo-Wudo?
No, that's just a tree for us to cut.
Oh,
Unfortunately, AJ, anytime you say, is that a Pokemon from previous generations, the answer will be a straight no for every question in this game, because they really went all out and
they excluded every previous generation.
everything.
Wow.
But the interesting thing is that they did create a sequel to Black and White, just called Black and White 2, that is a rerun of the Unova region, but with the previous generation Pokemons in it. And the storyline
So
has
they-
been like fast forward 5 years down the line.
So they created a game that was mostly a ripoff of the previous ones that we liked, and then they
Here we go.
created another game that was a ripoff of that game, but then they included the previous generation.
Sure,
Is that about right?
sure. And if you guys here joining and are confused, AJ doesn't have much experience with Gen 5, so these are all his first opinion, first encounter with Gen 5. And, I mean, I guess you can look at it from that point of view.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I see it.
I think we're gonna lose PvP Bro again.
Yeah. Again, this is a very common theme with people.
Oh, look at that hit. It's fine, we got it. PvP Bro.
It's kind of like a stack swap kind of situation for PvP, bro.
So a superior against
Like, there's no
Meganium.
swap.
Is that a simulation that
Yeah.
you're gonna run?
What matchups do we want to see?
Yeah, what would you like to see, AJ? What do you think, superior can do, in a superior
Put it
way?
up against like a counter, like Charizard.
And see if that Aqua Tail does anything, yeah?
Yeah, so Aqua Tail against Charizard, it'll do about 50, a little under 50%.
That's half its HP.
Yeah, well, Charizard's pretty squishy.
Yeah. But it doesn't
So
beat it in any
it's
situation.
not gonna win, but it does give Charizard something to look out for sure.
Does it have any other type coverage besides water, you think? Hold on a second, you already have the movesets loaded in on PV Poke? Like
just a
potential?
couple of them that I thought
Ah,
looked interesting.
okay. I thought you went all out and imported every single moveset.
Oh no. It could go Aerial Ace, so it would be a kind of a bulkier version of Sceptile
Ooh.
almost.
Wait, I thought we can catch Musharna. I mean Muna, but I don't think so, huh? We need cut first.
And I wonder if that would help it win against, say,
Don't call the police.
Venusaur.
Still remember playing Black-White in 2010. Didn't have the DS. The nostalgia. Yeah. Gen 5 features 156 Pokemon, the most in any generation, even more than Gen 1. If you're gonna copy it, at least beat it, right? Can I go to the gym with this Pokemon, or do I have to train stuff up?
There's only one way to find out.
I better train a little bit. I do not want to black out again. It's too embarrassing.
So
there
let's
grass
look at
here?
Musharna a little bit.
No grass here. Yeah, let's look at Musharna. Apparently I remembered incorrectly. Still looks like Hypno is slightly bulkier, huh?
Slightly bulkier, and one thing that's going to really hold Musharna back is lack of really any convincing fast moves. Charge Beam is probably its best option.
We definitely need an upgrade to more psychic, or psychic fast moves, right?
Yeah, for sure. You basically have Confusion, Psycho Cut, and then there's really not much else in between.
My 4-year-old started watching and asked if she's going to the Poke Center. We were, but then I can't even remember where the grass is to train, so...
Tell your 4-year-old we regularly go to the Poke Center because PvP Pro otherwise faints.
How have you determined the fast move is going to get? So we do not know what it's going to get, but basically what we've noticed from the Pokemon Go so far is that the moveset that it eventually gets in Pokemon Go can be correlated to the moves that it learns in the main series games. So what we've done is go to, the Gen 5, Bulbapedia or whatever, and see what moves a Pokemon can currently learn in the main series games, and just make, predictions on what we think will show up once we do get the files in Pokemon Go. But a lot of things could change by then. I think that, Zen Headbutt is a really bad move at the moment, and if they want to give an option besides Confusion and Psycho Cut, that maybe some of the moves might have to be, the stats have to be changed. Do you think that would be better, AJ? Like changing current movesets, stats, or like just creating a new move?
I'd be really upset. I'd be really upset if they just rebalance all the moves because
You've kind
it
of
takes
gone,
so much time to invest in things, and like you've traded for stuff.
Right. And then all of a sudden we
So
might
you
get
invest in resource.
new legacy Pokemons that are actually good again, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. So, but there's nothing holding them back from creating new moves, right? Because not all the psychic moves have been added in Pokemon Go yet. So,
That's true.
Kakuna, does Musharna has the ability to learn Shadow Ball? Is that what I'm seeing from your Sims there?
It does, yeah. It could definitely learn Shadow Ball.
Energy Ball, Psyshock, and pretty cool.
Yeah, those are the main convincing options I found. It does. Let's see here. Take a look-see. Rock Slide, maybe. Yeah, its move pool is a little more limited than Hypno, for example, who just got a ton of.
I have a good
new
question
moves.
actually. Hypno, does it actually learn all the elemental punches normally? Do you know?
Yeah, it does.
It does, like through TMs,
Well,
I'm
like-
guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can learn them through teams.
I see. That's a very vague, like, correlation to give it those moves, to be honest. And
Well,
a
it's
real,
the same with Alakazam.
and
With,
which move?
like, what does it have? Fire
It's
Punch?
got Fire Punch.
I
Yeah.
see. Yeah, and I think also they added like Grass Knot to Alolan Raichu. That's also like a TM move. Alright. Can we get like an experience share somewhere?
That's one thing I've liked about Let's Go. Is that
Mhm.
just by default, anything
Everything
in your
just,
party
just
just gets
levels
up
up,
speed.
right? Yeah, it's a good point. Sorry for hopping from topic to topic, but this is interesting to hear your opinions. What are your thoughts on the official PvP league? They have official leagues for video games, including Pokken Tournament. I'm guessing that's what you're going for. And even the trading card games. Do you see Pokemon Go official league, and would it be the end of Silpharina? That's actually a topic that I'm sure a lot of people have talked about and considered. What are your thoughts, AJ?
Well, yes, but I wouldn't see it as the end of the Self Arena. I would just see it as Self Arena paving the way for this to happen. I think without Self Arena,
The
the
PvP hype
success of-
wouldn't have been so strong, yeah.
there wouldn't be as high of a demand. Like, kind of
That's a good point.
interest for PvP as a whole would have died down a lot, and it would be much more localized.
Hmm. But I
Like what
would
you're
wish
seeing
that
right-
if they do eventually create that system, that it doesn't hinder the Sylph Cups or Arena in some way.
Self exists as in the vacuum of something official. Self will always play a role in like the community, and so Self will adapt in the same way as Self will just participate in whatever this version is, and push the community towards participating in the official. They've never been at odds with whatever the Pokemon Company or Niantic have done.
And then Pure Lighter is bringing up the possibility that Niantic will just make Sylph Arena part of their company.
See, I don't think that's going to happen.
I kind of agree with you on that. Like, it seems
Yeah.
really against what we know about Niantic, I feel like.
Niantic doesn't make all the decisions for their own game. A lot of it has to go through the Pokemon Company because they guard their brand very zealously. So decisions like that might not even be up to Niantic. That might be appealing to them, but I think for a few reasons, and namely, I think Pokemon Company is not necessarily interested in having to, do quality control over a third-party grassroots community. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be a little bit. They'd probably view it more as a liability.
I think D Masterlands is saying if Sylph Arena has created a frame, I think Sylph Arena has created a framework to keep themselves at the center. It would take Niantic, including tournaments in-game, to harm them, in my opinion. That's a good point.
Yeah. Well, they have the keys.
They do have the keys, yeah.
But even tournaments in-game wouldn't negate Self Arena, I think.
And
It depends on how engaging those tournaments are, too.
Exactly. Like, are they going to go the same route? Like, let's say, the tournaments that Niantic holds are in the same essence, like, different typings and restrictions. And then they do a different theme for the month of August or September, for example, that's completely different than what Sylph is doing. Then players might have to start choosing which one they focus on in terms of building and understanding the meta. Do you think that would be a problem in that sense?
Like if it was just a basic matchmaking sort of tournament that you could do remotely or even in person, that would just only push forward the self tournament aspect, just because people are just like, you know, really engaged with it and they just want to get better so that they can get better rewards and then they can win more often.
I think we'll get a real sneak peek of how they deal with the Team Rocket Go, or Go Rocket Team, or whatever they call it. Because at the moment we are expecting some kind of PvP element to it, right? The purifying process. How they implement that might give us an idea of how they're going to move PvP forward, in a sense, right?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So our eyes are definitely watching on what the Niantic does with PvP and this whole system, but I think Sylph is still in a very good place at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If we take VGC into account, then maybe a matchmaking in-game. But you know, like, because the people who make the rules, what's he saying here? So the thing is, like in the VGCs, what happens is your Pokemon formats are built in. So when you say you go into the ladder, you can say just choose the VGC format, and then you can just play, you know, the Pokemon Company's official format on the ladder. Whereas if, for example, they have a matchmaking in Pokemon Go, and the theme is the Niantic version of a theme cup, and not the Sylph theme cups. You know, you have to go through, like, you know, if you can't do matchmaking with Sylph theme cups on the on the server, then there is going to be a roadblock, I feel like. I don't know. Should I be answering his questions correctly? Oh no, we're just going to battle him here.
Do you get anything if you answer his question?
I wasn't even reading his questions, so I don't know.
Oh. I think he's just one of those teachers, right?
No, this is the Sharon, the guy who we fought in the house at the beginning.
Oh, wow. They battle you in a school?
Yeah, this Gen 5 is, you know, really showing that you can have battles basically anywhere. In your bedrooms, in the
people
school.
just chilling there.
Unova is a lawless country.
Quite accurate.
Wild West out there.
Alright.
In New York City.
Not entirely, but if Niantic invested in their own tournament system and partner with esports, it could hurt Silpharina. Oh no, Yorkie!
No.
Some people are still waiting for the official league or leaderboard before they hop on to PvP because Silpharina is unofficial. Wow, that's pretty harsh to say. I think Silpharina is pretty official in my mind. It's not official in, you know, it's as official as the community decides, I think, right? What do you think? Or do you really need a stamp of approval by Niantic to say that that is the, you know, the format to play?
Well, there's no competition. I mean, in Japan, they don't use Silpharina.
That's a very good
much.
point. Yeah.
And in Japan, they have their own tournaments and they're pretty big.
Oh wow, do tell.
King was telling me about it. The Japan Twitter community is very active, and they do their own brackets and they host their own kind of deal, but it's all in Japanese, and that's like the main reason.
Hold on, but what do they just play general freestyle?
I don't know the details. I know that they play PvP, so I'm assuming they play all, you know, Great, Ultra, Master, and
Oh wow.
I'm sure they do some kind of type restrictions, but the bottom line is that they do have a very active, like, PvP, like, community. It's just not engaging at all with Sylph, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of makes sense, like, if you think about it. Like, I can't think off the top of my head, like, a very... Is Duke Nukem originally in English? I don't know. Think of like just like a traditionally American game, and then like imagine if they was like a massive community in China or something. Like, you wouldn't learn Chinese just to engage with it, you know. Like football, American football. Okay. Like if you were a big American football fan. But so that's right now the situation in Japan. They do play. We don't know about it, and they don't really know about us very much. Is that the evolution of Tauros?
Yep. No, no, sorry. It's not the evolution of Tauros. It's just basically according to Mr. Sevishin, the better Tauros.
Yeah, it's a slightly better version of Tauros.
I mean, slightly.
Yeah.
It does have 30 plus more stamina, so that's nice.
Could learn some interesting moves too. Wild Charge, Surf. Probably not Skull Bash. I've seen quite a few people asking about Lapras with Skull Bash lately.
I mean, people want it to work, you know. They want more
Yeah.
I should have
Does it
saved
help
all
in
It's
the
quite
mirror?
a crazy move, actually.
It does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Tauros is
Does
actually pretty decent
Skull Bash-
stat-wise. It's just helped by fast attacks.
Does
A lot of
Skull
them.
Bash help in the mirror, or no?
It's normal type though, right?
Yeah.
Neutral damage.
What was the question?
Does Skull Bash help in the mirror?
What do you think?
Like
about
for a Lapras mirror.
Yeah.
The problem with Skull Bash is it's a 75 energy move.
Oh jeez.
So
Never mind.
getting there is quite the journey.
The journey. It's like walking from East Coast to West Coast back in the day when Bouffalants were running all over the place. Oh man. So what is this we're doing? Are we doing some kind of like
So it's the
gym or
exactly it's
pageant
the
or
gym. So we are doing the battles with the trainers before the gym, and my God, why are their levels so high?
Oh no.
I trained to level 7. I thought this is enough. Looks like we'll just have to play with the handicap. Skull Bash, you say, is awful. Win more moves. I don't think I disagree with that, actually. Because of how much energy it takes. I guess what it could do if you have a bulky Pokemon that goes first, you know, and it beats down just with fast moves, so that it can save like, you know, Skull Bash for the next Pokemon coming in. Maybe.
Maybe. Like the move itself is pretty decent.
Yeah.
In terms of damage per energy. But the defense boost is very strange.
Very
on a-
irrelevant because, you know, with the high energy cost that it takes, you're just not going to survive much longer.
Yeah, and the Pokemon who can get to it fastest, like, did Raichu get Skull Bash?
Yes, Raichu did.
So, like Raichu,
With Thundershock, right?
isn't
Thundershock.
gonna, yeah. So the Pokemon that can get to it the fastest are just too squishy to even get there sometimes. So.
maybe if it comes out of a Skarmory matchup?
But the thing is, it's very unlikely that you can burn 2 shields, you know, so that the Skull Bash connects. Because you know, if the opponent just shields your hard-earned energy for the Skull Bash, it really doesn't feel good.
Yeah, but like a Skarmory shielding a Skull Bash is not
I see.
a big deal. I don't know. That's like, yeah, it's a win more for sure.
That's what what D Master Lance is saying.
Oh, there was one question I think we missed. Razzie YouTuber was asking if Ultra League will ever get a cup. I
Sylph
know
Cup?
there's some. I think that's what he means. I know there's been some communities, both remote and like locally, that have hosted Ultra tournaments. The problem with Ultra is it's just a huge. It's just so much cost, and there's so many things that you end up having to power to 40, and then it's like with all the investments people are making at Great Leagues, I don't know, like you're just now you're narrowing the field further and further as to like who can even play,
Mm-hmm.
and then like who can invest the time and then, like figuring out the matchups and all that stuff. Now you narrow the field even further. I'm not a huge fan of Ultra for that reason, or Master for that matter. But Ultra does, I mean, it does have some interesting cases, like Charizard, for example. It's not quite as like
Frail in comparison.
yeah. Once he gets those extra levels in, he's not quite as frail in Ultra. And then like Giratina obviously is like amazing in Ultra League, and so like a lot of the meta revolves around it.
With your scaling method, right? It becomes. It does make sense because if you only use your Mew for Great League, you can't even use a Mew in Ultra League.
Right. Yeah, it's a shame, right? Why would you design, like, other than like give more opportunities for people to get Mew? I kind of like the fact that you only get one, unless like you were very, very special and you had one of those media passes or
Yeah.
it wasn't even media passes, right? Like some people they got like a glitch and then they got the quest restored and then they got two. Something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but I was only recently aware that could even happen.
Yeah, so you should be able to use it in all leagues if that's what you want. So.
Yeah, D-Master Lance, we were trying to play devil's advocate a little bit and try and make Skull Bash seem a little more appealing, but it's definitely not easy to make work. So the thing is, we've so far only talked about the grass starter because that's the one that we picked. So AJ, would you be interested to see the other starters and their evolution forms, or do you just want to wait for our rivals to evolve them?
I don't know.
The interesting
I
thing.
want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see. Is there any like? What is even the typing of this gym?
So the typing for the first gym is very weird. It's based on the Pokemon that you start with, and then they basically pick the Pokemon. The type is based on the Pokemon that is good against yours. Talk about like a gym. Yeah. So since we picked Snivy, our gym leader opponent will be using the Fire type Pokemon, and it's a very weird family of Pokemon. It's 3 monkey Pokemons. I think it's like Monkey See, Monkey Do, and I forgot what the third one is. But basically,
that's the name. Wait.
I'll bring
the
them up.
name is Monkey.
No.
See,
The concept of it. The concept.
Oh,
okay. So it's yeah. So basically, these are the Pokemons. Oops, that's the evolved form. So Pansear, Pansage, and Panpour are the 3 Pokemons that the gym leader would use, depending on your starter.
Oh no, not these.
Yeah, and the funny thing is they're so similar, but they all have different species. Like to me, that would have been a Pokemon where they can just use just have one name, Pan something, and then they can have different typings for it. Like how Castform or Wormadam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, one Pokemon with this, just different typings, but they actually split, 6 different species of Pokemon that are basically the same thing. basically the 3 most hated Pokemons in the games. Wow, that's harsh
Yeah.
words, Leviathan Blue. I can't even argue against it.
I hate them just by looking at them. So
Yeah.
I had a dark passage in my, I guess, Pokemon journey. Is it? I dived into this, what's the bot? This Discord bot, PokeCord.
Oh yeah. You
Yeah.
do like little commands when a Pokemon pop up and guess the names.
Yeah, like in my community, we
Yeah,
had
yeah.
like it was on in my airport Discord community.
Yeah, I know about that one.
We added PokeCord, and I went to a dark place, you guys, and I just
So you learned a lot of the
Uh,
names, is what you're saying.
spam. Well, I didn't learn them because it was always pan something,
Oh,
and these guys were so annoying.
Yeah.
Because the image would pop up, and I had to catch it, and to catch it, you had to type a command and then their name.
P-catch
I
name.
was like, this is monkey face, you know, like I wouldn't. And then eventually I saw, is it Pan Poor,
Yes.
Panseer, and so I would always put Panseer, always. And I don't like these at all. They're kind of ugly.
Yeah, their evolution forms aren't even the most interesting either. And I think after
looks
we
like,
beat yeah.
It looks like Ipom. How do you even?
Oh yeah,
pronounce that?
Apom.
Apom.
Yeah. Except Apom is like the normal version, and then now you have the elemental versions of it.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And the worst part is we already have a fire monkey Pokemon in the Gen 4 starters. And that one's cooler because it has the fighting type. Except then we got
So I
too
think
many
you're-
firefighter starters. Yeah.
I think you're onto something, Quartz, is
Yeah.
like maybe grinding a little bit between these sessions.
Yeah.
Just
Because-
to not have to.
Yeah, exactly. Because I
So
can't go
listen
into the
with
gym battle
Twitch,
right
yeah.
now. I tried, right? I went in and literally I got pummeled. But there's nothing I can do
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I think that's the right play
Mhm.
because there's only so much people want to watch you
Grinding, yeah.
defeat Lillipup.
They're not here for me watching Killing Lillipups. They're just here listening to you talk about, your experience with Gen 5.
Right. Which has been in my dark place in PokeCard.
Yeah, I will most likely have to do some grinding in between because what happens is in the previous version, the earlier version of Pokemon, there's just a lot of, the leveling is not as easy. Whereas nowadays people actually complain a lot, about how easy it is to level up and how the game feels like it's been dumbed down a lot. So you win some, you lose some. The playthrough becomes a lot more
I mean-
enjoyable when you don't have to grind. But
It's not dumbed down, it's just less grindy.
mhm.
It doesn't take a huge intellect to grind.
That is true.
In fact, probably dumbs you down to grind all the time.
Let's hope this is enough. The first trainer had a level 11 Pokemon, was it? And now we...
You
we're
can
barely
choose what typing it gets.
Uh,
the next.
The curtains over there was to just basically test you on your type effectiveness. The curtains had a type on it, and you had to choose a Pokemon typing that is good at super effective.
Oh, I didn't even see the
Yeah,
curtain.
I was stuck there for a little bit too, and then I had to talk to the person over there.
Alright, let's see what she brings. Is this just Lillipups? I've only seen Lillipups and
There's a lot of
Pat
rats and Lillipups, yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah, I
really
remember,
think
like,
that my Snivy's IVs are just really poor. Like it's looking at it,
I think it's the trainer.
the trainer.
I think
The
that
trainer has
I
low
think-
IVs.
yeah, I think that the only trainers that are not confident in their abilities will blame
It's
their
Duvan's
matchups on
fault.
IVs.
It's Duvan's fault. Just wait till the basic badge.
Yeah,
Oh
here you
yeah.
go. AJ, so the first badge he gets is going to be called the basic badge.
Wait, is that the first one? I thought that's the normal type. I think this is second gym. I think pure
Yeah,
light.
Yeah, because it's the female gym leader.
Yeah. I have to heal before I even go to the next battle because PvP bro is dying again.
So Tepig has a signature move called Heat Crash. Its power depends on the weight of both the user and the target. The lighter the target is in comparison to the user, the greater the power. I think they'll simplify it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 35 energy and 50 damage or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how are they going to deal with, so, like, currently, like, tomorrow, or for some of the people in the Asia Pacific and EU regions, they've already started or are going to start their community day very soon. So, with Muddy Water, Blaze Kick, and what's the other one we have left?
Dragon Claw.
Not Dragon Claw. For
Leaf Blade was Sceptile's move, but it already had
He
it.
already had it, but it
Right.
recently was given the Dragon Claw move.
right.
Oh, that's
So I
true.
assume that it's quote unquote special community move thing.
Yeah, so
There's 3.
They are all there, but we are not going to battle all 3.
Even the trainers are annoying.
AJ is
Look at
not
that guy.
impressed.
Fire head on him.
His name is Chili.
Chili, and of course you battled Chili because you have PvP Bro, and if PvP Bro is a grass type.
That's okay, because there's a Lillipup first. PvP Bro can do something first.
Farm some energy.
Farm some
Chili.
energy. Oh
Is he wearing
yeah,
a
gym
bow
leader
tie?
music. Yeah. I don't think I can beat
Bow
it.
tie?
Sorry?
I think Chili is wearing a.
I think
This is
they're
unacceptable.
chefs of some kind, yeah. Or waiters.
Yeah. Does Lily
Oh, no.
know any fire moves?
Sorry, Silicky Tongue, you don't get to listen to the gym leader music because we're dying. Lillipup is pure normal type, so it does not have any fire type moves actually. And PvP Bro is dead now.
Rip.
No, that was bait, guys. Don't worry. It was totally intentional, so that Caleb can come in to get the XP.
It was a sack swap, but
sack
without,
swap. Exactly.
but without the swap.
No!
The sack.
Freaking.
I'm watching this with a delay, but did he use a potion? I bet he used a potion.
The sack swap method didn't work, guys. Got baited by a potion.
This is incredibly lame that he's just using
And then biting to flinch us. Oh my god. I need to grind even more, even though I really don't want to.
Stop flinching, Caleb.
I'm trying my best, guys. But Duvin is not
It's
doing a
actually,
very good job.
Yeah, Duin is very bad at motivating their Pokemon.
It took me
Lillipup
3
is
Pokemon to
fighting.
beat 1 Lillipup. How am I gonna deal with that Pansear that's coming in?
You're not. We're just gonna laugh at you.
Am I gonna black out again?
So Pansear is OP is what I'm gathering.
Oh my god, this is not gonna go well.
You can do it. Oh god.
I better use an item to heal first. They have got awesome music, by the way, if you guys are listening in the final Pokemon Gym Leader theme. So good. What does Work Up do? Oh my god, increase the attack stat. We're so gonna get pummeled as soon as he attacks once. Can't you get Pampor this early? Can't you get Pampor this early for coverage? I think you get the get them after the battle, right?
All of them?
You get 1. Okay, we're just gonna get incinerated to death.
Well, I know which one I'm gonna vote for.
I don't think you get to choose.
Oh wow, you survived.
Well, we didn't survive the second one. I think we're dead. Patty is not going to do anything. Apparently, AJ,
Incinerate.
all that grinding was not even enough.
Hmm. Yeah, I blame the trainer.
Isn't there a dude you can talk to get Panpour before the fighting first gym?
Patty is level 4.
I know,
You
right?
guys.
Silicky Tongue, maybe you can help me out, because apparently I didn't remember that. I thought it was after the battle. Who do I talk to? Here? It's very cool that they have these like panoramic views of the city.
It's in the Dream Yard.
In the Dream Yard?
Greggles 86.
Wait, what?
Greggles 86 on YouTube saying it's in the Dream Yard.
Oh, Greggle 86. I was there earlier. Nobody gave me anything.
Talk to everybody.
You.
It's a guy on the upper right route.
I think I accidentally clicked away the nicknaming part, but that's okay. He'll just be the one normal Pokemon that... Oh shoot, he should have been called Bathwater. Or...
Bathwater. Did you name him?
I accidentally did not.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you?
Where can I go to change his nickname?
I don't know. Lavender Town?
We'll find a place to rename it. I should be saving more so that I can wind back in time. Then again, do you really want to carry this Panpour in your team forever?
Well, right now, Bathwater is what the people want.
We'll catch a better Bathwater.
What level is it even?
10, so it's good enough. I'm not gonna train it.
Good
I'm just
enough.
going to go straight into this.
Good enough.
Panpour is the bath water that Mason drinks before
No,
he loses
so Licky
the
Tongue is
match.
saying Panpour is toilet water, so I guess we're glad that we didn't call it that.
Yeah,
Just so
that's
you
what
guys,
Mason drinks before he loses a match.
before he loses a match? Oh wow.
Yeah.
How does he know?
Oh my goodness, critical hit. This game is just wanting Duvan to fail. Whoa! Double critical hit! Duvan is just, like, destined to fail. Alright, I swear I'm gonna start saving before battles now. Double
how did you get 2 critical hits?
That is
What are
like,
the odds of that?
what are the odds of that? And then the potion again! Oh! This is like a nightmare. How do you normally think the pen monkeys will evolve in Pokemon Go? Ooh, that's true, because normally the pen monkeys, by the way, they evolve by the elemental stones, BJ. So like Penseer will need the Firestone and so on.
Uh-huh.
But we don't have Firestones in Pokemon Go. I kind of feel like they should just
Normal. Just as normal.
use either normal or like even with the Gen 2 evolutions, just do Johto Stones, right? Reduce the number of items we have to hold in our storage.
You mean you don't want an Unova stone?
Oh yeah, totally. Give us a Unova Stone. Alright, I think we can still beat these guys. I believe.
I believe.
Unless they work up and incinerate
I
again.
believe that. I believe that we will.
You can tell how much AJ has drank depending on when he starts singing during the stream.
And when he starts singing in Spanish, then you know.
Yo no sé de qué hablas.
Yes, just keep working up. This is good. Yorkie.
So you're just setting it up for Panpour to come in
Yep.
at the end
Yep.
once this guy's attack is like fully
It's
set.
basically toilet water. Toilet water is coming in.
Yeah, but Panseer is like boosting his attack, right?
But we're resistant, so it's gonna be okay. One water gun will do this. We can survive it, please. Please. Don't be bad IVs. Don't crit. Oh, GG's. Done. What? This is nightmare.
The real Nightmare Cup.
Oh gosh. Flash that pants here. Never in doubt, guys.
Potion. I guess not.
Yeah. Hey.
I know Panseer is supposed to have a flame on its head, but it really does look like a red.
It looks like some kind of a cream thing.
It looks like a it looks like a poop. Like from what was that TV show, that anime show? Or I'm now forgetting the name.
No, you can't. You have to keep going. Yes, what is it? We want to hear you.
Arale? Or Arale? I gotta look at it.
It's got a fiery poop on his head. That's what Silky Tongue agrees.
Arale. How do you pronounce that?
I
Arale?
do not know of that show.
The little girl with the glasses and the overalls that's always poking poops. And she has superpowers.
I did not know about the anime, and I know quite a lot of animes.
There's like a crossover episode where she goes and she meets Goku.
Wait, Goku? This is
Yeah,
Dragon
like
Ball
Son
thing?
Goku. No, this is a different thing.
Ah.
AJ's mixing everything up.
I can't even tell what's going on anymore.
There's an episode where they cross over.
Oh, crossover episode.
Where they meet,
There we
but
go.
it's like a
Oh, okay.
it's like a joke episode.
Alright, who's gonna hold cut? Patty, you can hold cut. Okay, let's move on. Now I think we can get like a rod of some kind so that we can start fishing for actual bathwater.
Right.
Wait, what? You're still not letting me through. Scientist Fennel was looking for you a little while ago. I should like look at a guide, shouldn't I? Because I don't remember where this Fennel lady is.
Is that bush supposed to be a Pikachu?
What?
The bush?
did
Those
see a
bushes?
I'm not sure. Where is this
Go back.
professor? Yes.
Go to
Wow,
that
so
garden.
Steele, if you know where I can find that professor, that'd be helpful. Oh, yeah, that's a Pikachu bush, you're right. And then this one here looks like, I'm not sure what this one looks like. Fennel is in one of the buildings in the town. Dang it, looks like we have to go into every single one of them then.
Looks like either a Pidgey or a Pidove.
Pidove makes sense actually, because this is the generation it's in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, do I really have to go talk to everyone? Was she the lady that was literally in that building earlier? The one that gave us the cut? Oh my goodness. Let's try that building again. Yeah, this is Fennel. What did she say? Did Juniper ask you to complete the Pokédex? Is it a challenge to update the Pokédex? It is a challenge. Oops, distracted. Please bring me some of the dream mist that Muna gives off in the dream. Oh, I have to go to the dream yard first. So she was, yeah, that was the right lady, the professor, but we have to help her collect some dream dust.
If you would stop TLDRing everything, we could get faster.
What happened?
TLDR, could you give a shortened version of that explanation, John?
He's not reading what the people are saying when he interacts with them, so
Oh,
he
you
doesn't know
lost
where
me.
he's supposed to
You
go
lo-
next.
Yeah.
You lost me at not. I need more beverage.
Go for it. So, back to the topic of oh, that's Muna. Back to the topic of Muna and Musharna. Are there any other psychic types? There's another psychic type that's a pure psychic type in this generation, right? A few more, actually.
Yeah,
We have,
Gothitelle is another one that could...
and because Gothitelle is more defense weighted, it's probably more viable, right? Oh my goodness! Team Plasma is kicking Muna! And I think the other pure psychic type is Solosis or something like that. Like
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
That one could be interesting too. I think it'll be hard to unseat Hypno, but
It's pretty impressive.
We'll see what happens.
Someone is making a suggestion for you for your PvPoke website, Kakuna.
Oh,
Math Magic is asking for his mom to hit yellow and red.
Wait, what?
He typoed and wrote mom instead of mom.
That's hilarious. I forgot to heal my Pokemon. Oh shoot.
well, I don't know if I can show when your mom's hit yellow, but I can probably show when your Pokemon hits or red. Thanks for the suggestion.
That's an interesting one. Has anyone like brought that up? Have you thought about it, or was it not necessary? You think?
I think this is the first time I've heard the suggestion, but definitely it'd be cool to see.
Yeah, we got you, Math Magic. And Kakuna here is indeed PvPoke. So
He is PvPoke.
if there's any chance,
Kakuna is PvP,
yeah,
and
Kakuna
PvPoke is Kakuna.
Oh my goodness, I really should have healed before doing stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
you should have done a lot of things. Bathwater, honorary bathwater is pulling in a lot of weight though.
Toilet water. I'm running out of potions too. Who else is there
Who else is
broadcasting?
there? So that would be Quartz. Eon is playing here, and you hear his lovely voice every now and then. Quartz has played Gen 5 before. And then we also have Matt, aka Kakuna Matata from PvPoke. And yours truly, Squawk, or AJ.
And Honda is
So
in the
normally-
background as well.
Normally, I bring some knowledge to the conversation, but today, I'm basically a zero when it comes to Gen 5 stuff, because I stopped playing after Gen 3.
Yeah, there's more proof right now that this Pokemon is toilet water, because it is just missing.
Yeah, garbage.
Thought about after watching King's Twilight practice, since he said that his charge move would do 39 damage, and that is less than red, but the Mon was in yellow, so I thought it would be cool to see that in sensitive. So,
Yeah, I'm working on adding variable charge move damage in the sandbox mode.
right, because of how the new charge mechanic worked, you can there's a huge variety of damage that can be dealt, huh?
Yeah, in a little more controlled manner too, because you could
Intentionally not kill. Yeah.
Yeah. So currently waiting to see what the actual damage numbers look like.
We
but
don't know
that's-
exactly yet, right? For like if you miss one bubble or two bubbles and so on.
Yeah, I did see a really good post about it on the Sylph Arena.
With the electrode?
Yeah. However, that
Mhm.
was in team leader battles, so it'd be interesting to see that repeated in.
Are you saying that they might
actual
not be the
trainer
same?
There is a possibility,
Hmm.
because there are some very strange differences between how team leader battles work and how regular trainer battles work. And actually, those might be important come Team Rocket if they use the same mechanic,
I see.
team leader battles.
So we just beat Team Plasma, who was kicking the Pokemon Muna to try and get Dream Waves out of it. And then Musharna just came to pick up Muna and gave us an item.
Where were they kicking it?
I'm sorry?
Just in the stomach? Like while it's on the ground?
I'm not really sure, but it looks pretty violent.
Is it useful to kick this Muna?
Apparently, when you kick it and shock it, it releases Dream Mist, and they're trying to use
So what?
Dream
So
Mist to do
how did
something.
this person? So like, isn't this person the one you're gonna get Dream Dust from?
No, we got the Dream Dust after the Musharna left behind the like willingly left behind some for us, whereas the
Right.
team was kicking.
But it's probably because, you know, they were kicking it, right?
Well,
So
I don't
it's
know.
thanks to them.
So basically,
Thanks
we're
to
doing
them
the
that we
same
get our
thing.
dust.
What level does Muna evolve? Do you know? It'd be nice to have a Muna on our team. Musharna. And Pure Lighter, you're not the only one. I'm still practicing all the different types of charge move as well.
It looks like it evolves via Moonstone.
Moonstone.
Yeah.
Not even sure where we're gonna get that. How about you, AJ? Have you been able to master your excellent charge moves yet?
Nope. Psychic is the one that's mostly kicking my butt.
I think a
I
few
mean, I could.
YouTubers have made like tutorials, I guess you can call it that. But definitely gotta practice on your own to get the hang of it.
Yeah. I found that battling against the team leaders is like the best way to practice.
For this case, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, there are 19 types to master, so it's gonna take a while. Any suggestions for the nickname?
19?
Yeah, 19 different types. I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was 18.
7.
You might have
18, yeah,
forgotten
including
about
Fairy.
Fairy. Or is that
You added
18?
one.
I thought it's 18 after Fairy. I'm not sure actually. 17? Silikitan. I don't think that's right. It's either 18 or 19. 18.
It's 18. It's 18.
Okay. I thought it was 18 plus Fairy, but I guess it's 18 after Fairy.
I'm so sure, but I'm also like... Dot dot dot. Yeah, let me just...
Jimmy Banks has to go get some bath water of his own. Happy birthday, Jimma. Can we just call
18.
this Nightmare? We'll just call you Nightmare.
It's 18.
18 plus, including Fairy, so that's good to know. Yeah, because Razzie
Happy
YouTuber,
birthday.
yeah, Razzie YouTuber was saying that they were making videos on it, so it's pretty cool. Not sure exactly how far the second town is, but maybe we can stop once we reach the next town.
What are we calling this?
I'm sorry?
What are you calling this?
Oh, the
Muna?
The Muna thing? I just called it Nightmare, because I don't know what else to call it. Wait,
I
what?
think you called it Nightmare. You
Did I
missed the
misspell it?
T, man.
Did I misspell it again?
The
Yeah.
mare is 9.
You called it Nightmare.
I got it from Scotty.
Yeah,
None of
right.
us can spell.
Scotty's been asleep for hours, dude.
Dang it.
Nightmare.
Nightmare. Brilliant. I forgot the T. Dang it. I was distracted. Turn on C gear, establish communications. No. Yes. This emulator, I mean, this DS doesn't need it.
Right. It's official DS.
Yes, this DS doesn't need it.
Plug it into your computer so we could all see it on Twitch.
What? You don't believe me? What is this item? But yeah, I think that the current feature that they're trying to unlock was a pretty cool feature at the time when Gen 5 was released. I think it gave you a lot of interactions online, which were not present in the the versions in the games beforehand, Gen 4 and so on. So.
What is C gear? What does the C stand for?
Communication gear, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like it allows for Wi-Fi battles and like when you can. Sometimes they'll gift Pokemons and you can just claim it by going to like the gifts section. This old man, finally, you let me through. Now what do you say? What do you have to say for yourself? Okay. Then I got my badge. Did I heal yet?
Good
oh no.
question.
I just literally like to have all my Pokemon fainted all the time.
That would have been a real short trip.
Yep. How many times have
I
you
guess
blacked
you
out?
kind of
Like
three. Yeah.
2 to Bianca and
Once within the first 5 minutes of the game. You've been to Pokemon centers almost as many times as you've fainted.
I know, right? It's pretty embarrassing stuff. Let's buy some Pokeballs. I'm gonna buy some revives. Oh, can you not buy revives? No revives, dang. Alright, definitely need potion though. Oh wow. Barely have money because I blacked out.
You lose your money, that's right.
Yeah. This is already hard mode before I even do Nuzlocke. Can you imagine?
What does that mean? Oh, Nuzlocke is
Yeah,
the
Nuzlocke is the one
mode.
where you release on faint.
Man, you lose your starter, you lose...
Oh yeah, so there are a couple of interesting Pokemon. Look over there. That's like Petilil and Mincino over there. I think there's some trainers here that we can find. Alright, let's see. What new Pokemons do we get to familiarize ourselves with? Enough with the Lillipups and Purloins. Dang it, still Lillipups. So the thing where you have, your grinding mechanic really hard, where you have to keep leveling, battling to level up, means that you have to do a lot of repetitive work, including just the same Pokemon. Whereas in the newer versions, it seems like because you don't have to battle as much, you don't have this problem of like just seeing the same few Pokemon, you move on to the next route really quickly. Oh, okay, she has a Munna. Lucky Chance Shielded.
A lot of these trainers just have Lillipup.
Yeah.
Tons and tons of Lillipup and Patrat.
Oh my god, no. We just got yawned on. Alright, I'm gonna switch out. So yawn is not the same as hypnosis where, that one makes you sleep immediately. Yawn gives you a turn or two, I think, before falling asleep.
Yeah, and the next turn, if you don't switch out.
Or end the battle. It's so annoying.
But Caleb should do better anyway,
Yeah.
right? Because he's dark type.
But the thing is, it doesn't have a dark type move yet. Whereas Lillipup has a bite, so that's why I think switching to Lillipup makes the most sense here.
What do you all think about status effect?
Yeah, that's also a topic that I think even King has covered on one of his videos on like possible improvements to Pokemon Go PvP. So what do we have? Like burn, frozen, sleep. What else do we have?
Paralysis.
Paralysis,
Poison.
poison. I don't know. To be honest, I kind of like the moves where it's like 100% guaranteed, you know? Like when you have Power Up Punch where it's 100% guaranteed, Acid Spray. But when you add like the RNG aspect to it, I'm not that big fan of it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that from the programming side either.
Yeah.
There was a lot of speculation that it was actually coming because of the whole Pokemon Sleep event where they had the Yawn Snorlax, and then we had Yawn staying on, slacking for Community Day. So there was some murmuring of status effects possibly coming.
That's interesting. But I just feel like RNG moves aren't really the most pleasant thing to go through, and if anyone played the main series games with Rock Slide flinching, you'd know the pain. You know, the tactics where you just Rock Slide to infinity and your opponents just never get to do anything.
Yeah, or para flinching.
Imagine confusion actually confusing. I think confusion doesn't need any more effects with the amount of damage.
Insta-break PvP.
Someone in a PvP battle and they go to do a charge move to finish the win, and
there you go.
Your Pokemon hurt itself in the battle.
And we just experienced it right now. Paralyzed, and I can't do anything. It's very frustrating, I feel like.
Could be cool if they did some, non-RNG effects.
Yeah.
Like maybe paralysis slows your energy gain, or stuff like that.
That's
actually
one
a
I
good
want to
idea.
see.
Yeah.
Is something that slows energy.
That's pretty interesting. Or if it's not slow energy gain, like a move where it just takes off like 10 energy from your pool or something like that, right?
Yeah, that'd be interesting too.
Like a charge move
Wow,
that
like
does
a
something
move?
like that.
Like a fast move that takes away energy.
Oh gosh, a fast move that takes away energy? That
Not
seems
like
broken.
a lot. No, because it just effectively decreases the amount that you're gaining only while that mon is in.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
So, but it has to be a very small amount, right? It can't be like taking it down by 1 energy per turn or something, right? It has to be like maybe half? Half an energy per turn? Do they even track half energies?
No, it's a whole number.
That's a problem, isn't it?
But
No, why would that? That wouldn't be broken because some of those moves like confusion is like 12 every time it does an attack.
12 energy?
Not per turn.
Oh yeah. Like
Right?
an attack,
Per attack.
but it's a 4-turn move. So you're taking 1 energy off.
Right. So like a really slow moving energy.
I see. So, but it has to be maybe a 4-turn fast move then.
Right.
imagine how funky undertapping would be with that.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
That would be a mess.
See, this is why we have you on here for these kind of discussions. Because, yeah.
Yeah, to sim that out. I mean, good luck.
But then that really, like, solidifies strategies like, piggybacking, right? Because you really take away your fast move. Are these double battles? Do we do double battles in this game? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I think they were introduced in Gen 3.
Mhm.
I can't remember any specifically in Gen
But
5.
sometimes when they introduce it, they don't keep it going. I know there are triple battles in this generations. But yeah, I think we're going to be evolving the Snivy soon. We haven't seen like the likes of what's it called, Grovyle. show up in PvP. Is it just because of the moveset?
Yeah, let's compare those real quick. I do have a level 30 or whatever Grovile just in case. But,
Oh wow. Oh yeah, Grovile. Not Grovile. Grotto. Grotto is a very good
Yeah,
second
Grotto's
stage, first stage grass Pokemon.
Yeah, Grotto with Razor Leaf and Body Slam. That's decent bulk too.
Rafe is saying
It's
moves that slow speed in the main games could take away energy, like Leer. Leer is lower defense, right?
Yeah. But, maybe like Glare. Or
Glare.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm skewed by like me with my limited I guess first 3 generations experience. Was it really like this? Like all trainers used like the same 3 or 4 in the first?
I think so. Like if you
Like-
think about like in Gen 2, there's so
Couple
many
times.
trainers that use Rattata, right? But then there's Joey who uses the top tier Rattata.
Yeah, I think the
Well-
first couple hours of a Pokemon game are probably the most
The
tedious.
grindy ones especially.
Yeah.
So which is why I will have to grind a little bit in between, whenever we come back to this. Then we can just steamroll through
Oh
a lot
boy.
quicker.
It's your rival, Charon.
Yeah, and it's causing me a lot of problems. He's holding a Oranberry, so it just healed itself there. Which is another topic that we can think about in Pokemon Go, held items. So held items is also a huge thing in the main series battles. You have some really broken items, items that increase your special attack stats, items that make you survive on 1 HP instead of dying on on 1-hit KO moves and so on. So
Or stuff like Choice Band or
yeah,
Leftovers.
exactly. Those moves, Choice Bands, Choice Scarf. What's the thing called? Something.
The ones that regain health, like
Oh,
leftovers.
leftovers. Yeah, exactly. And then there's some berries that also heal up a little bit. Heal your status effects as well, because sometimes
There are ones that reduce super effective damage.
yeah. But I think I don't know. That make Pokemon Go PvP a lot more complicated and a lot more we'll have a lot more depth. I feel like, but not sure we're gonna be there anytime soon. Rafe is saying they don't care about held items, status effects and abilities are more interesting. Yeah, I can see that. Will you see weather effects coming to PvP via moves in the original series like Rain Dance? Ooh. Well, that kind of goes hand in hand with just abilities in general, right? Abilities in PvP.
Yeah, because you have Pokemon like Kyogre and Groudon who...
And Tyranitar too, right? Sand, like
Yeah. Sandstorm.
Sandstorm.
Yeah. Yeah, field effects would be interesting. I think PvP battles are probably too short to like the effects would either have to be so minimal that they wouldn't be worth using, or so strong that they could potentially dominate, a typical 3 to 4 minute game
Right.
with 3 Pokemon.
So we just encounter our first Pidove. Is this wild, by the way? This is wild. I'm gonna catch it. So this is the Pidgey of the generation. 3-stage flying normal type. It doesn't look like Unpheasant is going to play any role in the normal flying role. It's just not bulky, and you have Noctowl already doing a very good job at being the bulky flying Pokemon. And this is even more heavy-weighted compared to the likes of Pidgeot and so on, so not sure Unpheasant is going to dethrone any normal flyers anytime soon.
I mean, there's not very many normal flyers that are meta.
Yeah, Noctowl is the only one that really stands out. Any nickname for this, AJ? What do you think of this little dove Pokemon?
Flying rat.
Flying rat? This looks like a rat?
It's New York City. That's a pigeon. It's a flying rat.
What a...
Just name it Pidgey.
Just name it Pidgey. That's probably better. Imagine Jungle Cup with Vigoroth holding Eviolite. I think Eviolite is the one that increases normal type attacks, am I right? That would be nuts. That's
for unevolved forms, it increases their
for unevolved
defense
forms.
and
Nice,
special
nice.
defense by, yeah.
Nice. Thanks for correcting me there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Bad.
so
And
that's nuts. Yeah,
yeah, or Golbat in Twilight.
I know, right? And then, you know, Marshtomp might still have a place as a Mud Boy.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? I'm quite okay with Eviolite being an item then. If it means, you know, second stage Pokemon is becoming more viable, giving Dragonair a chance to be good, I'm okay with that.
Dragonair it's like right on the verge of... It's up there.
It's up there? What is
Yeah,
that?
Dragonair is actually like a solid draft. For example.
It saw quite a bit of use in Kingdom Cup too, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. I thought he was just gonna heal me when I said no. Okay, so I think we can... I'm gonna go heal. We'll go into the cave, and I think we will encounter a very cool Pokemon in the caves as well. The Geodude copy of the generation. Except it's not. It's actually cooler in the sense that it's not dual typing, right? Right, Kakuna?
Yeah, I think it's pure rock,
I think it's pure rock, yeah. And it should have a place. Maybe not. I'm not sure in the PvP sense, but in the PvE content, it's probably going to be a pretty good rock type attacker. Saying that would be handy for things like Gravel and Magnet as well. That is also true. Yeah, you know what? I think, you know, if you like item, wouldn't be that bad. How do I move it into my party? Oh dear.
That'd be a little tricky with like the CP limit, for example. Though I wonder how.
Oh right, because it actually alters the stats, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So that goes more to the point of what, you know, AJ was saying with the scaling. Can you compare Braviary to Unpheasant? Yes, we can. Braviary is even more attack rated, I feel like. So, not sure that we'll see like a better PvP Pokemon in that sense. But Braviary, right? America's, the eagle. It's going to be,
You mean the bald eagle?
the bald eagle, yes. Let's see. Let's take a look at the stats while this trainer is talking to me. Braviary.
Ooh, you know what else we might see in this cave?
Oh wow, it's
I
actually
don't know if it's this early yet.
it's actually
but,
more bulky, surprisingly.
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
Well, in the HP department, but defensively it's weaker.
Maybe we'll see Excadrill.
Oh, Drillbur and Excadrill. That's also
Yeah.
So those are two Pokemons that would be interesting as well. So the drop Pokemon that we were talking about before is Roggenrola, and then it's also a 3-stage. Evolves to Boldore, and then Can I remember the highest evolution?
Gigalith.
Gigalith. Thanks. Yeah, and then those
There
Pokemon.
sure are a lot of.
Yeah.
There sure are a lot of flying normal types, huh?
Yeah, there's only one pure pure flying type in the entire Pokemon series, and it happens to be here in Gen 5 actually. It's one of the legendaries, the Tautrios? No.
Tornadoes or something.
Tornadoes, exactly. Yeah, that's the only pure flying Pokemon in all of 7 generations.
Is it broken?
It's not broken now.
I wonder why. Wonder why they chose
Yeah,
like a pure flying to be that rare.
to be very rare. Yeah, not very sure myself. And we have a question about Excadrill being the new Steelix. So Excadrill just happens to be the same typing, I believe, right? That's a Steel Ground.
Yeah, I would call it more of a ground type haunter.
A Ground type Haunter? Why would you say
Yeah,
that?
well, it's very attack weighted, but it could have some pretty ridiculous moves. Could get Shadow Claw, for example.
Ooh. Hey, any
plus-
Pokemon with Shadow Claw has a chance.
Yes. But like imagine Shadow Claw, Earth Power, or Iron Head, or something like that. Could be interesting.
But the problem with Excadrill is its stat is very attack weighted as well, right?
Yeah.
Let me pull up Excadrill's stats and Steelix's stats. Steelix is so bulky.
Oh, Steelix is very, very bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to be a.
So calling Excadrill the new Steelix, I'm not sure exactly. But
I think the
Gigalith,
biggest thing hindering Steelix right now is the fact that it has Dragon Tail as its like top.
yeah, if it has
Faster.
Earth, if Mudshot or something, right, that would be amazing.
Oh my god, yeah.
Well, in some ways, Steelix is relevant because of Dragon Tail.
Yeah.
I guess.
Mudshot's just good for energy gain, but like having something that hits decently hard, it's just the problem is, I don't know how much, like what coverage is Dragon Tail really helping with?
Yeah, Dragon is
like
not good.
Steelix.
It doesn't, it's not good against anything. Super effective against anything besides Dragon. So it's basically just an Altaria counter.
Yeah, and that's mostly how it was early, think super early Great League meta, and Kingdom Cup, for example. It's too bad that Iron Tail is such a bad move.
So you would think that the best Steel type fast attack would still be Bullet Punch.
I think so, yeah. Let's look here.
It's not even very good, Bullet Punch, in terms of, relative to all the other incredible fast moves that we have.
Yeah, it's a fairly average move.
I'm here doing my best to try and take down the opposing Padrats, and my partner's Tepig is not doing anything.
Yeah. It wants to give you a chance to shine
Sure.
after so many failures.
I haven't lost to this guy yet, though.
Against Epic?
Yeah, against Tepig. So Burn actually decreases your attack stat as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these status effects are so broken.
One of my favorite sets to run, and I played the Battle Subway in this game all the time. And that's a...
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, yeah?
Yeah, it's basically a game mode where you try and beat a certain number of trainers in a row, and they get progressively harder.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's a limit. I think you just keep going. You get battle points and things like that. But one of the kind of kind of an unconventional move set I loved running there was I had a Gardevoir with maximized defense.
Was it in
And-
Black White 2 or just the first one?
In Gen 5, in the first one,
In the-
because
in
you
the
could,
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
after a while they do get unlocked. Yes.
And I ran that with Will-O-Wisp, which
Ooh.
burned opponents. I think my moveset was Protect, Will-O-Wisp, Wish, and I think I had Psychic.
That's pretty neat.
But you could stall out a lot of stuff.
When I play the main series games, I just go for the most hard-hitting moves to finish the battles fast. But I like
It's-
the stalling tactics. So Graggles on YouTube is asking, Cofagrigus and Jellicent are worth looking into for ghosts. Could see how they might replace Haunter. And the cool thing is with both of those Pokemon, right? Actually, Cofagrigus is just pure ghost, but Jellicent is going to be ghost water type, which is a very interesting combination as well. Oops, I forgot to nickname this guy.
Yeah, those are definitely Pokemon worth looking at. Jellicent especially.
With the amount of stat it has too.
Yeah, it's pretty bulky, and the typing isn't something we've had before. So,
Yeah, to me, the coolest things about a new generation is the new type, unique type combinations that it brings.
So what is that type even? That
sorry?
nut thing you just caught, that little rock
Oh,
nut you caught.
this is the Geodude of the generation. Except Geodude is rock and ground. This thing is just pure rock. And if you look at its evolved form, it maxes out at 3228, so that's pretty decent for like PvE content, I think.
How do you think
Yeah.
they'll handle Darmanitan in Pogo?
That's a good question.
that is a good question.
Darmanitan is a pure fire type, but it has an ability that when its HP goes below 50%, it transforms to Zen mode, and then its typing change to Fire Psychic instead. I am very inclined to just run from this battle because of the number of sand attacks I've taken.
I guess if you're not brave.
No, man. Sitting there missing attacks does not feel very pleasant. There's actually another Pokemon out in that patch of grass, if I recall correctly, being a pure electric type. Another new Pokemon that we can encounter. I think I'm gonna go out there and encounter it. And as our last new entry for the Gen 5 introduction today. So let's beat this Raggenrola. It's supposed to be like some kind of like speaker, right? Like it can hear and make noises that way. Is that the backstory?
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
I think that's what. Oh my goodness! Can't even walk one step without encountering these things. Oh, never mind. New entry here. So that's Woobat. It's a flying psychic type that evolves into Zubat. And I think at the moment the only flying psychic that
Seriously?
we have. What happened?
Zubat?
Zubat, yeah.
That's what they call it? Zubat?
Zubat. Yeah.
Nobody here? Nobody.
What about it?
Anybody?
And what are you
Does
referring
that sound vaguely familiar, maybe?
to? Zubat?
Yeah. I don't know. Woobat? Zubat. Okay.
Yeah,
This
they're
thing
bad
looks
Pokemon.
like... I'm a little bit behind on the actual stream, but this thing looks like a pig cotton thing with like
with
wings.
bat wings.
And
That's
it's just, what is it, flying poison?
It's psychic.
Psychic Flame.
No, psychic.
Yeah, and it evolves into Zubat, and I guess we can compare it with the only current psychic flyer that we have, Xatu. And
What about Lugia?
Oh, yeah. That's probably a better comparison. Yeah, it's
Isn't
stats. Yeah.
This one you have to evolve with high friendship though. It's not level based. It's like happening.
Right. Which is going to be a even more pain to deal with. You want to have the honor of nicknaming this guy, AJ? I know you would love to name this thing.
Call it Zubat.
You're just basically turning all of these Gen 5 Pokemons to Gen 1 Pokemons.
Yeah. It's not very hard.
Yeah, but Lugia is just... I mean, the stats that we have here is for perfect IVs, like the rank 1 stats, which is not possible for a Lugia, I don't think. Very unlikely. But I think as we were comparing earlier, Zubat to Xatu, I think it's slightly bulkier. There we go, and another new Pokemon, the one that I wanted to show as the last Pokemon for today. So Blitzel is a pure electric type. This is more original, right, AJ? At least do you feel that? Or are you still going to...
I'm not even seeing it yet.
Oh.
I just got out of the cave. I think you're on the left. Oh, there it is.
Yep,
So that's a zebra.
an electric zebra, yeah.
An
Want to take
electric
any
zebra.
guesses, AJ, as to what his evolution is called?
Giraffaric,
What?
but with a K.
There's
It's
a K in
actually,
there.
yeah.
Is it?
It's
Is that right?
No.
No,
Is it?
it's a really cool name though.
Yeah.
Zebstrika.
Oh, okay. Zebstrika. Yeah, I was thinking maybe Giraffaric with a K. Like and a J. And a B, like Giraffaric.
But unfortunately, Zebstrika is also very attack weighted, so probably not gonna see. It's gonna be kind of similar in the position of like Luxray, I feel like. Oops, I forgot to nickname this guy.
Yeah,
again.
electric types really just need a bulky electric. Right
And the
now,
thing
because
is,
there's
electrics are
many
so cool in the
options.
sense that it doesn't have any. It only has one weakness in ground, you know.
What about Stunfisk?
Ooh, yes. So we'll bring the discussion to one of the coolest Gen 5 new type combinations that is incoming. So ground electric. The thing is, when you have a type combination where one is resistant or super effective to the other type, it really adds a depth to the Pokemon's coverage. So water and ground and electric. I think this up till today it's still the only Pokemon that has that type combination. It's not the most good-looking Pokemon, if you haven't seen it yet.
How about those stats, though?
How about those
It
stats,
looks-
though?
I always,
Looks like one of
always
those,
thought it was funny. I always said it looked like a dunce brush that got stepped on.
Yeah.
Frostfire 140, thanks for following. Yeah. So I think I'll do some grinding off stream, and then we'll go across this. Actually, this is not where we're going. We're going down this path the next time.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, you gotta evolve the Snivy before we go off.
Really? Okay, we'll do that.
And then wait for next stream. Don't evolve it again until next stream.
Wait, hold on a second. Evolve it. You want me to evolve it now, yeah?
Yeah, evolve to the second tier, but not the third
Right,
tier
right.
while you're off stream.
Right. Good point. Yeah, it'll be a shame if I evolved it off stream. Don't forget to save, indeed. I need to make a command for that. Exclamation mark save to remind me, because that would be a shame. 2 hours of hard work, hard grinding.
I'm trying to think where.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, Stunfisk.
Where
What it would be really useful in a meta.
in the meta, right? What do you call that? Kakuna,
Basically
does it
anything.
have-
Yeah, how do you like the sound of Thundershock Mud Bomb Discharge?
Oh, that does sound pretty legit. Wait, it has a mud shot
Well,
too,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
Wow. So this Pokemon has the capability of learning Mud Shot and Thundershock as its fast move. Just let that sink in. Pokemon that has that you know, 2 viable fast moves in his arsenal. And you said Mud Bomb
Yeah,
as well?
I think.
Yep, I can learn Mud Bomb, Earthquake. Let's hope it doesn't get stuck with Bulldoze.
Ooh.
Then Electric, Discharge, Thunderbolt.
Discharge as well?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? AJ, what do you think? Just based on the, you know, we're telling you a Pokemon that has the ability to learn Mud Shot and Thunder Shock, and the capability
Yeah,
of,
a lot of
some pretty good
a lot
charge.
of metas with electric types have sort of hinged around a very, very limited amount of ground types.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you include a meta where like electric types are allowed and you sort of cherry pick your typing so that not a lot of ground types, like Stunfisk is still gonna be a problem.
And the thing is, if you think about it, like why is Lantern good whenever there's a cup? Because when you have water type as one of your themes, its electric half will beat itself, you know? Same with like wait, why is it not evolving yet? 16, right? Okay. I guess it's not 16. But
Turns out it's 17.
turned out it's 17. Got baited, guys. Your common knowledge of level 16 evolutions was false there. Honda is also shocked. Well, at least we're to see his new move in action. Wish Cash emoji. Got baited. So we got a new move at least, Leaf Tornado, and you guys can see where the origins of Leaf Tornado's defense drop comes from. Yeah, it has a chance. I think there is a chance that this move misses, which is why it's not great. But the fact that it can lower some defense is pretty nice.
Should give our little guy a potion.
Yeah, definitely. Not gonna run back to the Pokemon Center for this one.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see Stunfisk. If it got really good moves, it could definitely be something to work around in a lot of metas.
Yeah,
or
like any
possibly even.
cup that includes a ground type, I mean an electric type, will have to deal with this thing.
And another reason why Lantern is such a mainstay is because it's so bulky. And this is pretty comparable.
Can you put it up against Lantern in the stats?
Oh, sure. And this will beat Lantern, I feel like. Actually, that'd be interesting, huh? Because the water and the ground type matching up. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, this is probably a chance for a sim.
It is a chance for a sim. Let me, I don't actually have Stunfisk added
Yeah,
yet, so let me do that quick.
With Mud Bomb.
Keep those stats up there.
With
Yeah,
Mud
if you're
Bomb,
able
it's
to
gotta
put-
be no contest.
Razi YouTuber is saying RIP Legacy Magneton. Is Legacy Magneton the only Pokemon with Thunder Shock and Discharge at the moment?
Doesn't Minun learn Thunder Shock Discharge?
Oh,
Mine and a Spark.
Spark.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, if Stunfisk is blessed with that moveset. Wow.
Alright, what? we
Keep
got
your
this?
shinies, guys. Don't have to worry about trading for that Legacy Magneton at this point. Are you? Do you have the-
Jolteon, Elekid, Magnemite, Mareep, Pikachu, and
Oh,
Poke says Smeargle.
are all those the Pokemon that have those
obvious.
dual type moves? Like,
Yeah.
not dual type moves. The combination of those two moves.
Thundershock and Discharge.
Oh.
So let's look at a sim here.
Okay, cool. Let me
yeah.
pull that up for you. Yep.
So in one corner we have Stunfisk with Mudshot, Mud Bomb, and Discharge. In the other we have Water Gun Lantern. And actually it is fairly close. Lantern wins the Zero Shield, Hydro Pump. And the shielded matchups are still fairly close. Water is going to pour on a lot of damage. Even neutral. So I imagine Charge Beam loses much harder. Oh goodness. Those are probably not numbers Lantern is used to see.
Oh my goodness. Wait, what is this moveset?
Mudshot, Mud Bomb.
So the previous one was
against Charge Beam Lantern.
Against Charge Beam Lantern, I see. Wow. So this is gonna be the hardest of hard counters in the meta that they both share, I guess. But you would probably still run Water Gun most of the time. More reason to run Water Gun.
Yeah.
Mudshot and Thundershock are clones, right?
Yes, they are. Same with the. I think there are 3 moves that have the same stats. Psycho Cut. If I recall correctly.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, 3 moves with the same stats.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Yeah, it's a real.
And they both get walled by like grass types too.
Very much indeed, yeah.
Do a sim versus a Ludicolo.
The thing is, the interesting thing is that
not looking good.
Stunfisk doesn't even evolve. That's its base form.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, that it doesn't evolve.
Maybe it's a regional.
Oh, please don't say that.
No.
Let's see. Where could it be a good regional? It's like a bottom feeder kind of thing going on. Well, what is it?
Alright. I don't want to battle Swoogats. Oh no. Let me go. Ooh, clouds. Nice. Oh wow. So we do at least get to see what the drill board that we were talking about earlier. So I'm not sure if you saw that, AJ, but there was a little cloud that popped up. Those will be like your rare encounters from the generation.
Oh, okay.
There will be like special grass animations that does the same thing. So Drill Bird, the thing that evolves into Excadrill, basically the Sandslash and Sandshoe clone of the generation, but evolves into a Steel ground type. So that's what we were talking about earlier with the comparison to Steelix.
But this guy is more attack weighted, right?
Yeah, it's very attack weighted. So I doubt we will see this, its family be viable in PvP.
Well, there's a lot of viable attack weighted mons in PvP.
Oh.
And it just
Which one are you thinking?
Venomoth, Haunter come to mind.
How about Lucario?
Venusaur is quite attack weighted. Charizard, Lucario. I mean, there's just.
I think when we mean by attack weight is that it's so much that the bulkiness of the Pokemon is just really, really bad. Like on Lucario levels, where it just burns really quickly.
Yeah, I mean like Breloom, for example.
Yeah, Breloom levels.
But
I assume you want me
there's
to
some
nickname
out there
this
that
Sandshrew?
why would you think that? It doesn't really look like Sandshrew.
Okay. Do you have a name for it?
Let's call it Diglett. It just came to
Totally.
mind.
It looks more like a Diglett than a Sandshrew.
If you put it halfway underground, you can, and like turn it around, it can kind of look like a Diglett.
Should have named it like Craftsman or something.
We don't get any EXP from catching Pokemons, don't we? I think that only starts in Gen 6. Which is like, what a great addition. It makes sense to gain XP from catching Pokemon. It's even harder than beating a Pokemon. Because you gotta stand there and be hit while you're throwing Pokeballs. So were you doing the Stunfisk Ludicolo matchup there?
Yeah,
On PvP?
not looking good for Stunfisk.
Even at a shield advantage, Razor Leaf just tears through it.
It's gonna be one Stunfisk, that's for sure.
Gotta go. Thanks for the informative stream and answering questions. Sounds good, Razzie. Appreciate you guys sticking around. I'm just trying to evolve this
PvP, bro.
PvP, bro. Which we're pretty close, I feel like, right? Oh man, I forgot how bad EXP scaling works back in the day. At least another 3 battles, I feel like. Worst part is we're getting crushed. Oh gosh. Getting crushed here.
Alright. I do have
AJ.
to go in a few minutes.
Yeah, sounds good. By the way, were you doing some recordings of the video thingies? Or
I
if you
can't
have-
tonight, but I will tomorrow.
Okay. If you need me to do any work, I can try that. Oh gosh, I do not want to fight Wu guys. Seriously.
All of your mon are like with like 5 HP.
Yeah, I could go back and heal them. I just want to level up.
Such a bad trainer.
Just want to level up fast.
This reminds me of like in Silver,
Mm-hmm.
where the guy like just mistreats his mon, and like the guy with the red hair
Mhm.
that you get to name him. People named him like obscene stuff.
He apparently, if you follow the storyline, he's apparently like Giovanni's kid.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is that why he's a spoiled brat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm pretty sure like there are a lot of signs that lead to it, and I think there's a manga or something that did confirm it. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd never heard that before.
Mm-hmm. But I know what you're talking about. That guy really does. I think the first Pokemon he ever got was stolen, right?
Yeah, he stole the counter to your starter.
Mm-hmm. So let's say we want to pick our team of 6 now. What do you think you want to keep on the party? Are we gonna hold on to?
Oh, what gets the axe?
Yep.
What gets the chopping block here?
Yeah, because we have so many stuff in the little PC now. We can carry Drillbur around with us. We can carry Zepstrike,
Alright.
Blitzel. Yeah, this is probably
I
interesting
think-
for you.
I think you gotta drop the rat.
Yes. Why am I not seeing the rat on
I
screen?
already dropped the rat, actually.
Oh, you already did?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That was the easy choice.
that
huh?
was the easy choice, exactly.
What
I think it'd be good to
about-
bring Rock and Rolla just because you're gonna need it for later with the bug gym leader.
Good point.
Isn't there a bug gym
If-
leader?
If you need Rock and Rolla, then drop the dove, the flying rat.
Yep, the flying rat. But we need someone to learn fly eventually, right?
Right. Could be any other of the 1,000
Thousands
flying
of
normal
birds.
types.
Yeah. I kind of really want to have Jober in the team, I guess. He's pretty cool. And the Musharna taking too long to evolve and not good movesets at the moment, so... What do you think of this so far? Snivy, the pup. Pup doesn't seem very exciting, to be honest. But it is one of the highest level one we have on the team.
It is. Yeah, but you better get grinding.
Alright, and
So that's not the case.
I'll grind off the stream then, so we'll carry this thing around. We'll carry Zubat around. Alright. How many more battles do I have to do to evolve this thing?
Oh my god.
I think
These look
it's...
so weird.
Huh? Which thing?
I said these look so strange.
Which looks so strange.
The cotton flying ball.
I think he looks fine.
Yeah.
They basically remake him in Gen 7 with Noibat.
That bat is so much cooler though.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it gets the
Noivern's
dragon
awesome.
typing as well. Man.
Yeah.
So we haven't even talked about the box legendaries, Reshiram and Zekrom.
So what's in this version?
So we are playing white version, but we'll be catching the black legendary.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yep. It's the first one where it's the opposite. Like normally when you play Ruby, you get Groudon, you know? But in
Right.
this version, it's the opposite. It has to do with the storyline, which I do not remember all of it myself. But it's I think you're trying to save it. You're trying to save the white legendary with the black legendary.
By defeating the black legendary?
By catching the black legendary to help you save the white legendary. Something like that.
Right. And they seem like they both have identical attack rated stats.
They have basically the same, yeah, they have the same stats spread. They are unique typings though, Electric Dragon and Fire Dragon, except for when you take into account like Mega Evolutions, because Mega Charizard gets the Fire Dragon typing, and then
Right.
Mega Ampharos gets the Electric Dragon typing. Chief Buddington says that these
It's
are
like
two of
dragon.
the
There's
favorite-
so many legendary dragons.
Yeah, Psychic and Dragon types are probably the most abundant legendaries. Shouldn't be long now. One more, I hope.
I hope we don't get bamboozled again.
No, we're fine. I've got HP.
Ooh.
I've got items to heal. I've got other Pokemon in the back. We'll be okay.
Or you by accident you hit B or something.
Oh, to not evolve? Oh, that'd be a shame. Oh, I should battle a trainer. That should be faster. Why didn't I think of that?
I wonder if the intermediate evolution on this. Sometimes these the second stage have like better moves or whatever, and you just have to basically max them.
It's a good point. I think the
Bayleaf.
yeah, Bayleaf, exactly. So let me pull Bayleaf's stats up, and then if I can remember the name of this evolution, Snivy to what is it called? Serpent something.
Servine.
Servine. There we go. What do you think, AJ, when it loads up for you?
Well, I think I have to wait until it loads up for me.
They're pretty close. But I think Bayleaf will still reign supreme.
Well, Bayleaf's got interesting moves. Like, that's really what it has going
true.
for it.
The ancient power.
Yeah, like having rock type, fast charging rock charge move is very interesting.
And body slam too, right? If I recall.
Yeah. And Razor Leaf on top of all that.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Leaf? I thought it was Razor Leaf Blade.
I don't think he has Leaf Blade actually.
Doesn't it?
No, it's Ancient Power and
Body slam. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, we did it. Servine evolved.
Yeah, and it still has its limbs. I
The
don't like this
evolution
one.
animation in this game is what actually happens when you transfer Pokemon in Pokemon Go to the professor.
Really?
They
Or,
just
I'm
split
sorry,
up into little chunks.
Bayleaf doesn't learn Body Slam. That's Grottle.
Oh, that's Grotto. Ooh, so you're
Right.
So is he right? Is Leaf Blade?
No, it's Grass Knot.
Grass Knot.
Oh, thank you, Grass Knot. But it's still using. Is it using Vine Whip or Leaf Blade?
It's Razor Leaf.
I'm sorry, I said Leaf Blade again. Yeah, that's what I meant. Vine Whip or Razor Leaf. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we can call it a stream there with the evolution of Servine. So, appreciate you guys chilling. Not sure when we're gonna come back and return to this, but we thought it was a good idea to, do some kind of a Gen 5 readying stream kind of thing. Next week we'll be covering the Mirror Cup meta in full blown. We're all doing analysis on that. AJ's doing a lot of drawings, and we'll have our article on Reddit up soon. Covering all the metas for Mirror, because things have changed.
Well,
Boulder, Twilight, not all of them.
We won't be going in depth with every single meta. We'll be definitely highlighting a few that we think are going to be the most popular. Because some of them, like for example, Jungle is the same.
It's the same, yeah.
Rainbow is essentially the same. There's some that really don't merit like a full-on, infographic and post, but we'll definitely be covered. Boulder and Twilight, those are like the top priority.
And also questions about how we're going to be handling the Go Stadium theme cups for August, being aware that we'll put an announcement out for when that is finally decided. Don't worry, it will be something that satisfies what you guys want to happen. Drift and Fool saying that it was a good commentary. Appreciate you chilling. Definitely not what we normally do here, but a good exposure to Gen 5. So let's see if we have anyone to rate real quick on the game platforms. What comments do you have for Gen 5 so far, AJ?
I think you're right about they're pretty much the same as what you're seeing in like previous generations, but suppose they just tried to like give it a soft restart theme. I'm very interested in some of these unique typings and how they. I think like seeing Stunfisk in action and seeing those kind of types, it'll help me like in my experience like be a little bit more familiar with their matchups when they finally get launched. So I don't like the Pan family. I think they're awful.
I think we all are on the same place with you on that one.
Yeah. I hope they all just burn in some accidental fire. Those are my opinions.
And Slicky Tongue is saying that the highlight was you not knowing, the Gen 5s. Anyway, we are
Nice.
going to go give Tricky Wee a raid. I think she's a YouTuber that does some Pokemon content. This name seems very familiar. Or some kind of drawing streams. But they're playing Gen 5 Black and White because no one's doing any Pokemon Go PvP at the moment. So we'll give them a raid and then see you guys soon for the streams next week. Bye.